Welcome, everybody, back into our annual Oscar podcast. I'm Carson Brabber. Alongside me is, of course, my eternal co-host with whom I've been doing this podcast for 200 years, Jack, a.k.a. Jokic Joestar. And today, a very special guest. Don't spam those animations. This is high production quality podcasting, and you just ruined the fucking intro. But
How
with
the fuck
us,
are you doing that?
He's some sort of wizard. He's a dark wizard.
I got my magic turned on. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Word for
He's
best
a dark
CGI.
wizard and a bad guy. But luckily, we have with us today to counter Jack's evil, S of The Athletic, among
What up, dude?
many things. With us today, going to talk some movies. This is our first time meeting, so I just wanted to say
Yes.
welcome. And I hope you're ready to be part of what some are already calling the worst podcast of the year, because that's what we're in for today, baby.
Damn.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, dude, you got to show me the freaking animations here. This is crazy.
I
How
have
do
a
do
bunch.
this? You
Well,
have-
are you
like
on
a
Mac?
preset?
Are you
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Mac?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. Mine is just turned on automatic. It's on like the camera.
It's like one of
button.
those Zoom things where I can.
I
fucking-
think. Well, this will do fireworks. No, it does.
We're
confetti.
cutting all of your fucking animation
please
garbage, bro.
Um,
How are we going to compete with the big dogs if you're doing, ooh, look at my confetti. Ooh, look, now
Well,
I'm
I'll
a human
use it
pinata.
for freaking reactions when I like a movie or I don't like a movie.
Okay,
so
that's actually a pretty
it's
good
practical.
idea.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good concept.
Yeah, we were just talking before we hit record. This is year 3. And I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
I saw you just be tweeting about shit. And you're in Toronto, right?
Yes.
And you went to, I saw originally you went to TIFF. Did you have a good time when you did that? I've been thinking about going in the
yeah.
past.
Dude, it's hard as fuck to get tickets. This was my first time like going and trying as hard as I possibly can. I only got tickets to Frankenstein, which I'm sure we'll get into, and how good or bad or terrible, depending on how you guys feel about that movie.
Sure.
It is. Yeah, I tried my hard.
I feel lasers about it.
Unbelievable.
Dude, I tried my hardest to get in for no other choice. I couldn't do
Oh.
it. It was just an accident. I couldn't do it. I ended up watching those movies later, but it was good luck getting tickets to TIFF if you're not
Yeah.
early access member.
I only go to
with
Cannes.
Whatever.
Sorry, I only go to Cannes. I mean, I've never been. I've never been, of course, but I only would go
Right.
because it's
What
only
about,
the best of the best for Big Papa.
Yeah, Candace Fire. That would be awesome. Beautiful.
No, that's sweet. That's sweet that you went, and I'm jealous, and that's why I'm projecting, and that's why I'm trying to imaginary mog you.
Come
saying
by,
I've
man.
never
Come
been to
by.
a
Come
festival.
hang out. Oh my God, imaginary mog
should.
is a wild sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there'll be a lot of it's been bad. I've been saying hi Kirkenuanly. Like it's in my notes, Kirkenuanly and stuff.
Yeah.
And so that's the one. All of the brain rot has been like, seeping its way.
Bro,
in.
you dropped a
yeah.
video the other day that was just like straight brain rot. It was straight, like just stringing sentences together that should never be said. Frame mog this. I couldn't even process some of it. Foid this. I don't know. It went over my
I learned
head,
that's a
man.
bad word.
I
I
learned
guess.
Foyd. I learned about Foyd yesterday, actually.
Yeah, it's an
Nice.
Terrible word.
insult. I don't know exactly what it means. Maybe I shouldn't even say it, but I don't know. I'm just learning, guys. I'm just learning like everybody
Guys,
else.
we're taking it one word at a time.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. We are going to cover a lot today. We're going to talk about all the Best Picture noms. We're going to talk about all the big, sexy awards that we care about. But before we get into all of that, I want to first talk about the movies that didn't get acknowledged by the Oscars. Talk about some of the movies that we really enjoyed that we feel were snubbed, be it all together, be it from a specific category. S, as our guest on this show, I will throw it over to you. Is there anything that stands out there to you?
Yeah, it's one, and it pisses me off a lot because I think it's one of my favorite movies of the last 5 years or something. And that's No Other Choice by Park Chan-wook. Fucking phenomenal movie. Like, incredible in almost every single aspect. The editing is insane. The transitions are incredible. The acting is very good, obviously. The story, if you're in for AI is going to destroy us all and ruin humanity, but also there's
Which
this.
I'm rooting for.
Okay.
I actually just saw a clip of Matthew McConaughey just being like, they're gonna have a. I can't do a McConaughey accent, but
way to really take that to its limit. 4 words. I don't got it.
Sorry, I'm so fucking sorry. Cut that.
I could do all right, but no, that's it.
Sure.
He was talking about how in the future they're gonna have best AI actor and best AI film in the Academy Awards, which I feel like is absurd. But anyways,
That's when I kill myself.
That's
Yeah,
when I
do it. That's when it's over. Well,
Duo
he's such
Manchester by the Sea, but I succeed.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah.
Hey guys. Well, I don't even know. Algorithmically, I want this to get out, so I'm not going to say any of like the specifics of that scene. But we all know what he's talking about.
Right.
Matthew McConaughey is so like chud pilled to me, where it's like he has his book of poetry and musings that are like so self-involved. I can't remember the title of it.
Greatest book ever written. It's like Green Lines or something.
Oh yeah, it's some shit like
That's
that,
very
and
McConaughey.
it's just terrible. And I don't know, he's got a lot of stuff like that, and so I guess that opinion doesn't really surprise me, but I sure hope not. And
Green Lights.
Green
is what it's called.
Lights,
Green Lights.
nice.
Yeah,
Shout out to
and
Dion Waiters.
his dad died banging his mom, and Matthew McConaughey thought that's the most beautiful thing to ever happen, and that's how I want to go out. Not banging his mom, but
Yeah.
but just
loves.
banging a mom in general. Wow.
Um,
Yeah.
I have no other choice written down as well. It genuinely could be snubbed for like.
Loker genuinely.
Hiker genuinely could be snubbed for like 5 categories, where it's like you said, editing. I think best actor, absolutely. Lee Byung-hun, I think his name is, could have been in there. And then
It didn't get best international feature.
Yeah,
it
that's
didn't
the
get
crazy one. It didn't even get that one, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Also, this is the one thing that kind of holds me back from going, this is outrageous. I can't believe they did this. Apparently, Park Chan-wook, he wrote this during the writer's strike. So he might be a little bit of a scab, which kind of sucks. In this
that might be a
situation.
theme that permeates this episode. The people in charge of creating art. Shout out to, I think Kugler is still stain free, but as we work our way down this list, it's not always the most like morally sound people making beautiful works of art.
It is a fucking incredible movie, though. It was my second favorite movie of the year. Like, this is absolutely, to me, the biggest snub. I was fucking heated about it. I love Park Chan-wook. He's goated. Korean cinema overall, can we get a big ups and a shout out? Like, him and Bong Joon-ho both. The ability to, like, straddle different tones, and it's hilarious one moment, and then it's deeply serious, and, like, a lot of obviously pretty powerful political messaging and, like, class commentary and all that stuff. It's just great. Great performances, great writing. Like, bro, the scene in this movie when they're in the basement, the use of music in that scene, it's like one of my favorite movie scenes maybe ever. Like, this whole thing, it's just a great premise and perfectly executed, and it really pisses me off that it doesn't even get a shot at, like, best international feature. That sucks.
Yeah, it's weird because there's a lot of movies on this list that are. Like,
I would have put it in Best Picture. Like, that's how much
I agree.
100%.
I
Totally agree. But I'm saying even if we lower the bar of our outrage, it's still stupid. But no, we needed F1. We needed F1 to be a Best Picture nom over no other choice. Because Brad was just running and gunning, man. He's gripping and ripping.
I hate like the reverse pendulum swing on F1, and I'm sure there will be some people who don't like this, but like I get it was fun, and I get that there is kind of like a spot reserved for a quote unquote like popcorn movie in Best Picture lately. I thought Sinners kind of fucking checked that. Like, Sinners was like the best of both worlds, where it's like this incredibly popular
right.
Yeah, like movie that everybody loves.
Sinners
was
somehow
good
checks
to
all
count.
the boxes.
But it's too good to count. It has to be like a shitty popcorn movie. It has to be like Elvis, you know?
Well,
or like,
I honestly
or like
thought
Avatar 2.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I
But
thought
Avatar
was gonna
3 was too bad, I think, to even get on there. I hated that movie. That was like the worst 3 hours, 20 minutes of my life.
Not gonna lie, did not watch Avatar Fire and Ice.
I haven't seen
thank
Avatar.
God, bro.
I've seen the first one, and that's
Same.
it. And so
You saved your time. They literally redid the second one, except they made the worst character and actor more prominent, and they changed the people. They said, and now instead of water people, we're going to have fire people. And fire people are cool, but other than that, it sucked. The writing is so bad. The plot is awful, and it is so fucking long. Somebody needs to give James Cameron a swift kick in the ass and tell him, hey, buddy, I know you think you're God and you can do whatever you want. You need to get an actual fucking edit on this thing, because so much. He just should not be like in sole creative control of anything because his writing is terrible and he wants to make every movie 8 hours long. So yeah, you guys saved your time.
It's kind of crazy that he's dedicated like 20 years of his life to this, man.
Yeah.
Like, be for real. This is a guy who made Terminator, you know?
I was thinking that. Well, it's unfortunate because you never want to tell a creative, like, I don't want to be like, hey, pal, that's not what we need right now. But like, I'm like, yeah, a third Terminator or a third Avatar versus, I don't know, literally any other like kind of original property he wanted to put his spin on. Like he's got so many fucking bangers prior to Avatar, and it's just we have kind of lost.
He got immersed in the world, man. He's one with the Na'vi. That's what I always say. He's on Pandora. He was fucking deep in the depths of the Atlantic with the Titanic, and now he's in Pandora, and he just can't get out of one of those two places.
Can I also just, since we're talking about No Other Choice real quick, the main actor, you mentioned it, Lee Byung-hun, right? He was, obviously, we've seen him in a bunch of other stuff, but this is like, in terms of comedic chops and being able to deliver like physical comedy, I haven't seen anything like this in, I don't know, like you could do classic comedy movies that we could think of in the 80s and 90s and whatever, but
well, I thought it was very,
it's so physical that it's like, am I watching Mr. Bean here? You know what I mean?
The scene when he starts dancing was one of the funniest movie moments of my life, bro. Me and my friend who I was watching that with, we were dying. Nobody else in the theater was really laughing that hard, but like you hit the nail on the head, man. The physical comedy, like, oh, he was amazing. He was so funny.
Yeah. Also, like the actress Sun Yi-jin, she was also great in this. Like, again, it just feels like a movie that is snubbed on like 6 different categories that should.
Yeah, it's crazy to. I don't know. When I walked out of it, I was like, that was my second favorite of the year, pretty easily. And I think about it all the time still. Like that's one of my measures for how much. Like I like a movie, or where I would probably like rank it heavyweights in terms of like Oscar stuff is how much it like sticks with me, and No Other Choice has stuck with me the entire time. His performance, I really thought it was like almost like an inverse of Leonardo DiCaprio in One Battle After Another, where he is like salaryman, completely buttoned up, like lowering himself into this like very seedy,
comedic.
Whereas Leo is like similarly completely falling all over himself, trying to like, I don't know, rise to the moment to meet this huge like revolutionary boiling point. And so it was crazy. It's crazy that he's not here. And I'm very glad that you let off with that, because I wrote it down for like every single category snubbed.
Yeah. All right, let me shout out another one of my favorite movies of the year. This is my next favorite after No Other Choice that did not get a single nominee. I'm not surprised that it didn't at all, but I loved this movie. Did either of you guys see The Plague?
No. I'm pissed. I wanted to, but I didn't see it.
It's so good. Dude, it is like middle school horror come to life. Like, it is probably the most perfect encapsulation of like the worst part of like middle school dynamics, but so accurate, dude. Like the performance that this kid, like the bully in the movie, essentially not the main character but the next biggest character, absolutely unbelievable. Just like effortless middle school, I'm too cool, I'm a dick for no reason, fuck you, I'm gonna ruin your life for no reason. Like so fucking good at capturing that energy, so well written. I mean, they got like the essence of the middle school freak down. They've got all the fucking lingo, and everybody's always talking about, hey, would you rather get cranked off from behind or cranked off from the front? You know, things like that. Every question is like some fucking sexual hypothetical from a bunch of kids who have never kissed a girl. But like, it's all so realistically done. I think it's like the most realistic horror experience I've ever had, where like there's some gore, there's nothing crazy where you're like, yeah, I couldn't see that happening though. And like the way it's all lit and shot, it just creates like this perfect atmosphere for what the movie is. So I would have given a shout to the kid for best supporting actor. It's the best child actor performance I've ever seen. I think I would have given a shout for best director. Like, you guys should go see it.
There's a lot of good child actor performances this year, dude.
They've been leveling up. In recent years, they have been locking in. Like, I think it all started with the kid in Anatomy of a Fall. That's when I started to say, okay, these kids are starting to really do something.
They got
and
the
now,
juice. Yeah.
They've got the juice. Yeah, like this movie is pretty much all kid actors, and it's absolutely amazing. So
That's
that's
what
my
I'm putting it on my
recommendation.
list to watch because damn. How
We
did I miss
literally said that. My fiance and I watched Hamnet last night, and the kid in that is really good too. And it's
Yeah,
just
she's
like
good.
Yes.
it's like I don't know, like it's rare now. It stands out even more now when you see a movie where the kid like doesn't carry their own weight, because it's like, damn, kid actor in a world where it's like kids are now like the strongest parts of a lot of these movies. And so yeah, shout out to The Plague. I'll definitely check it out. What a fucking awful setting for a horror movie too. You're in middle school and you're
Yeah.
like shirtless and wet all the
Exactly right. It's like a middle school
God.
camp, and the whole movie is like
Just smell the
dark.
chlorine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you literally feel like you can. Like, it's cash. That's an amazing movie.
Hell yeah.
Most underrated of the year.
All my
IMO.
other snubs are like individuals with like the individuals within
Yeah,
different movies and stuff. So do you want to talk about those now, or do you want to talk about them as we get to like different awards and stuff?
We can talk about them as we get to different awards. The only other thing I made a list of my top 10 favorite movies of the year.
Okay.
And maybe I'll reveal it in its entirety at the end. The only other thing that I had in my top 10 that didn't get a single nom was Is This Thing On? Did you guys see that? The
No,
Will
I didn't
It's on my
Arnett
list.
movie?
I'm actually gonna try to watch it this week. Yeah.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's not great. At times, maybe a little bit on the nose, overly sincere, I guess would be my one criticism. But I actually think Will Arnett gives like a really good performance. I like him a lot. I think he's hilarious. But like, this is a dramatic performance, and he's really good. And I think it just like does a pretty good job of capturing the whole vibe of like this sort of crumbling relationship that these people have had for a long time. Bradley Cooper directed it, and he plays a supporting actor role in which he's very funny, and I was happy to see him get back to making something good after fucking Maestro
Fucking
sucked.
garbage. Yeah, it was
Absolute
so bad.
garbage. But this was pretty good, so I would say it's at least worth watching, but I'm not outraged that it didn't get nominated, honestly, for anything. I guess it's just a pretty good movie I wanted to shout out.
I was listening to the Variety. They do like a, I don't know, like a round table with a bunch of directors, and Bradley Cooper was on there for Is This Thing On? And he was talking about how he filmed this whole thing with Will Arnett basically coming to him and be like, hey, I have this story idea. Do you want to act in it? And he's like, how about I direct it instead?
Yeah.
And he to your point brought that approach onto the film. I think it's cool when a guy doesn't have the attention or the intention to make a movie and is just like, okay, I'm so captivated creatively by it that I have to do it, which is the energy that I feel like he had on it. So that's on my list. I got to watch that this week. Yeah.
I'm
Worth
freaking
giving a
pissed.
watch.
My
Laura Dern's good in
Letterboxd
that,
signed
too.
me out. I was just
Oh,
gonna
get
go,
canceled.
I was just gonna look at like movies I watched this year that like stuck out to me, and they're like, "Nah,
That's a
you're
good
not gonna
shout.
do that."
You know what I'll
instead.
use? My AMC A-list history.
That's smart.
Dang.
Okay, there we go. Damn.
It's-
Are you a popcorn pass guy?
No, I have a good friend who's a popcorn pass guy, and I watched him debate and, like, honestly harangue the poor workers for like 10 minutes about, okay, what are the specifics of this policy? So it's 50% off under what conditions? But I said, you know what? I don't want to be associated with all that after this fool.
Damn, you
but
guys, what is this American thing? What is it? What's popcorn? I have no fucking clue what that is.
Whoa,
Well,
big fat,
it's a
big
new
greasy fat
introduction.
Americans
Yeah.
get unlimited popcorn. I
right. For the
guess,
big,
is
obese,
it?
disgusting, fat, greasy Americans, they said, hey, what if we shove more popcorn down your throats? The way it works is a guy comes to your seat and he shoves it down your throat. Or they'll even funnel
Just
it to you
as
in
the
liquid
movie is
form.
going?
And
Nice.
it's pretty much just like grease and butter. But it's worth it. It's $1,000 a movie, which is 50% off.
$30. It's $30 annually, and you
Okay.
get one. Or wait, you get half off popcorn the entire year, half off
Large
large
popcorn.
popcorns the entire year, and so
It's not
that
that
takes
bad.
it. Me
Not that
personally,
bad.
I was already compensating in my mind with AMC A-List. I was like, I got the ticket for free. I can
Yeah, yeah.
afford the
Right.
fucking popcorn now. And so now that it's cut in half, I'm like, I can easily afford it. And I have a stockpiled amount of $5 coupons because I spent so much money there already. When I add in one of those, 83 cents for a large popcorn. And so
Wow.
I've just been balling the fuck out.
Wait,
lately.
every time? How many of those coupons do you have?
That's awesome.
I don't know. I haven't gone through and counted like all, but I have
Wait,
like
you're goated.
I found the cache of them. Like I didn't even know they were there, and then I just
Yeah.
found them, and I was like, oh shit! And so, yeah, I
That's
guess
awesome.
I could just I have a
That's
lot
dope.
of them.
I think the popcorn pass makes sense. I mean, $30 a month, you get 50% off. So you got to go to like 6
It's
movies.
$30 a year.
We have a
It's
similar
Oh, $30 a
thing
year.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
that's
the
totally
whole-
worth
the
it.
whole
That,
year,
that's
so
that's
yeah.
Robert. You're stealing from.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I should
Yeah.
get on that. I should get on that.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
Like,
even
we
if
have
you
something
just do
similar,
it-
but I've never done. Anyways, it's worth it if you do it. Yeah.
Okay.
no, that's 100% worth it.
Enough popcorn talk.
Why did I think it was $30 a month? That would be heinous.
'Cause-
That would be fucking a lot. I was like, you got to go to 6 movies a month to
I'm
make
eating
that worth
actually
it.
the equivalent of 2 meals a week. Or just
Have you
Yeah.
guys done your what's your chocolate or candy go-to movie wise?
No.
It's a great question.
I was
Ess,
thinking,
and
I
that's
was
and
thinking
that's
about
why
this
we brought you in.
Thank you very much. That's what I brought in to
last
do.
night. I think my new go-to candy will be Nerds gummy clusters because
Wow.
My
Mickey
approach-
Mouse as fuck.
my
Sorry.
approach for candy previously it was, and this is a hot take, previously it was Milk Duds, and I love Milk Duds,
It's
and
not
I
a
like
hot
it.
take.
I like a
Yeah.
candy that even like will last me the whole movie. If it's something I can just like snack, like a little box of Bunch of Crunch, it's gone within
Yeah,
like
yeah.
15 minutes. Whereas
I do love
Milk
a bunch of
Duds
crunch.
and Nerds gummy clusters, I feel like they last me a while. Like I pop one in and I can chew on it for a second before I just like start shoveling more in. So that's my approach to candy. What about you, S?
Fuck, this might be a hot take. I'm a Twizzlers guy.
Ooh, it's very
I don't-
classic.
It is
don't
classic,
hate
but like you know
Twizzlers.
what? So I either go with the Milk Duds. I'm with you on Milk Duds,
Based.
or I go with the Twizzlers. Those are the two.
Carson?
Interesting.
Yeah.
I am really a popcorn truther. I'm getting a popcorn pretty much every
Yeah.
time I go.
Yeah.
But when I do go for some sort of little sweet candy, I do love a bunch of crunch, but really I would say my go-to is the chocolate covered cookie dough bites. I really like those. Great
They
little
do not
bite
have
size.
those here, but that sounds like crack.
Bro,
They're
they
really
literally
good.
live
They're
in
really good.
communist freaking hellscape.
Yeah. Sorry
You're
about that,
so-
man.
Listen,
Sorry
I get free
about
health
that.
care, but I lose
Yeah, and
cookie
fucking
dough.
Stalin
chocolate
comes in
chip
and
fucking
decides what you
things.
can have at the
God
movie
damn it.
theater.
I have to eat rhubarb
You
at
guys,
the movies because I
you
got
don't
free
even
doctors
have
here.
you don't even have the fucking cinnamon sugar pretzel bites with the sweet little dipping sauce, which by the way are
God.
actually like the greatest thing I've ever had. That's like maybe a couple
That
times a
sounds
year I'll say,
incredible.
you know what, let me get in on those. Yeah, AMC does it pretty big with the snack
Have you guys been
options.
getting? They did a big jalapeno ad campaign a while back where it was like put jalapenos on your popcorn and stuff, and like
Oh, I've
Thank
seen
you.
that before, but
people,
nah, I'm good.
Like
yeah.
people, I've never done it. Would never do it. It's just very like. Someone said, did they like get a backlog of jalapenos or something? That's kind of what it seems like.
Yeah, it seems like they're trying to get that off their hands maybe. Probably got a great deal originally. Yeah, I don't like jalapenos enough to do that. Honestly, I'm looking through and I'm like, not really any bangers that got snubbed in my opinion. Did you guys see Good Boy? That was interesting. It wasn't very good, but
the
that was a
scary
movie that
dog
was all the
movie?
dog.
Scary
yeah.
dog movie.
all the
I
dog.
appreciated the technical stuff, but it was pretty boring. I
Yeah, it was pretty boring. Turns out that a dog can only do so much to carry a
Yeah.
movie. Although I actually thought the dog was really good,
Hey,
but then after
Anatomy
the movie,
of a Fall. The dog's
true,
incredible in that.
messy. He literally fakes death. I don't even know how he did that. What's funny is after Good Boy, the director came on screen and he said, here's why the dog actually didn't do shit, and this was all me, and it was all about perspective, and here's what we were doing off camera, and I'm the genius who made it look like the dog
Oh,
can act.
grow
And at that
up.
point, I was like, all right, bro. I mean, he
Yeah.
didn't say it so boastfully, but like that was kind of the theme. It's like, see, the dog wasn't acting. Look, this is how I lit it, and this is how we framed it, so it looks like the dog is reacting. But
I
it's actually just his
tricked
face.
the dog. I was on
And I
screen
tricked
with-
you.
Yeah.
So
I'm smarter than everyone.
I was about okay. No, never mind. I was just checking, but Amy Madigan did get a nomination for Weapons.
Yes,
That was
I think
the
that's
one
the only weapons nom, though,
She
which
was
is
good.
a little bit
oh
surprising.
my god.
Because
Yeah,
it
that's
was a very
criminal.
big movie. Like if they wanted to, although F1 was definitely more popular, I would say. Like I heard more people talking about actually watching F1. But like I don't know, summer popcorn movie. I feel like Weapons fits the mold pretty well.
Sure,
And it was really
yeah.
well done.
It was so good, dude. Weapons, my number 5 movie of the year. I loved it. I thought it was phenomenal horror. I thought it was twisty. I thought it was fun. I loved how the plot was unveiled in phases. I thought the performances were great. I thought
Yep.
Amy Madigan was elite. We'll talk about her again later, but yeah. I mean, if it were the Carson Brever Oscars, that would have been a no-brainer. Best Picture nom, and probably gotten a couple more shouts.
Well, it's freaking not. So
It's freaking
Oh,
not.
I
That's
just
what this
realized.
kind of.
Sorry, Baby. Did you guys watch it?
no, I
No.
didn't.
Oh, damn. Okay.
This is something that will permeate the pod. If something's sad, It has to be. I have to be like at gunpoint to
You have to
watch
be
it.
prepared to do it.
And
Yeah,
so I did Hamnet last night. I was brave about it, and honestly, not as sad as I thought it was gonna be. But
Because you wanted that kid to die.
well, it's just I
You're
knew
like that
going
little
in.
piece
I'm
of
like,
shit kid.
clearly.
Also a good kid actor. I don't know if you mentioned that early.
No,
But
he
Yeah,
was
no,
very good.
he was
Yeah.
very good. But yeah, I was like, clearly he's going down. So I was kind of prepared for
Right.
it. So yeah, but sad movies, I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
So
I
I
had
was
to-
I was like I had 2 hours on a plane, and Sorry Baby was available on Prime for like free for some reason in that moment. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna do it, you know.
Yeah.
And I watch it, and I'm like you, sad movies. I have to be in a very specific mood to be down for a sad movie. But this was Eva Victor's first directorial debut. I think there's a lot of gas on that. At the same time, it's very good. I think you guys would enjoy the nuanced acting aspect. Also, it feels like there was a lot of buzz around this movie, so I'm surprised that they didn't get any nominations, but it is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that and another one. It's not sad, but it's miserable, and so I've avoided it. Is If I Had Legs, I'd
Miserable.
Kick You. Both,
That is a
both
miserable
of
movie.
those.
Yeah, that's a freaking.
There was a ton of buzz, so it's
What
good.
is going on in that household, bro? You know,
Yeah.
holy smokes, because it's the same family that wrote
That's disturbing.
Marty Supreme, Uncut Gems, and now If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You is like the
No,
same.
that movie was a tough watch. I watched that movie shortly after watching 2011's Shame with Michael Fassbender, directed by Steve McQueen. One of the worst movies I've
Is
ever
that where
seen.
he's like a sex addict?
He's a sex addict, and it is like the most self-serious, slow, brutal watch.
You ever
brutal
seen
watch.
Don John?
Yes.
Which
Don
is
John
better?
had more fun. Don John, bro. Like,
Okay.
I mean, Shame was like damn near unwatchable. It was just like the most miserable man you've ever seen, but it wasn't even well done. And then he's got a sister, and like they clearly have some sort of incestuous relationship, which is never actually touched on, but is just like clearly there underlying everything. And yeah, there's like a 4-minute scene where his sister just sings the entirety of New York, New York. And they just like kind of keep the camera on her, and she sings it super slowly. She really drags it out. That's kind of the whole vibe of the movie, and you get like a million Fassbender cock shots, which you know,
Nice.
that's what
Nice.
you're looking for.
Okay.
If that's what you're looking for.
I'm
Thick,
pro.
but it wasn't
hanging
enough to
dong
carry the
in the
movie.
movies. Bring
Go
it
for some
back.
Yeah, there's a scene where he pisses for like 45 seconds, and you just sort of
Nice.
see him. You know, you get a good look at his rear. So
Okay,
to each
great.
their own, I suppose.
All right. Enough
Yeah.
dong talk. Let's best picture
Enough.
it up. Let's
You're
get
right.
to
Let's
it.
best picture it up. Yeah, all right. Enough shout outs to the snubs, although one more shout out. 28 years later, one more shout out, The Long Walk.
Hell
Those are two
yes.
pretty good movies.
Yeah,
Two pretty
those are
good
my
movies.
top. Those are in my
Completely
top
separate
10.
tiers for me. I wasn't that big of a long walker. I know everybody
Wow.
loved it. Not
Wow.
quite. I thought it was good, but I also read the book, and so I was like, I don't know. I knew what was gonna
This guy
happen
knows how to
going
read.
into it.
This guy knows how to read. This guy's
Hey, I
getting married. This
audiobooked
guy's
it.
fucking
No.
got it all, man.
I audiobooked it while playing Fortnite, so it,
Okay,
it
all
brain
right.
rotted.
Oh,
Thank
still.
you
what
for
in
taking
the
yourself down
world?
that
You
bag.
didn't even read the book. You didn't even
I
do it.
audiobooked it. Okay, but 28
Fortnite
years
was your top
later,
priority, though, be honest. You wanted that Vic Roy.
I did. Well, I got it several times.
Tough.
28 years later blew me away. Like, it was very cool to see a movie so stylistically different from the first installment that I thought was just as strong. Like, I really enjoyed The Bone Temple.
Have you guys seen? Oh yeah, I was gonna ask. about
I
the
have
Bone
not.
Temple.
I'm gonna. That is also.
Oh.
on
I think the
list.
Bone Temple is. I think the Bone Temple is better than.
You're
28
thinking
years
of
later.
the Bone Temple, aren't
Yes,
you, Jack?
my
Okay.
bad.
Yeah,
well,
which
I
is
liked
2026.
both. Yeah.
No, I liked both, but the Bone Temple I thought was better. Ray Fiennes is like top 5, bro. He's unbelievable. Everything he's in, he's so great. So
Him?
yeah, no, I really like what they're doing there. And also, oh my God, what's the name of the guy who is Jimmy and
Jack
is the
O'Connell.
villain in
Jack
Sinners?
O'Connell, Sinners.
He
yeah.
is so goated, bro. I don't know if there's somebody who has come on with like 2 performances and just fucking blown me away like that. Those are the first 2 things I've seen him in, and he's unbelievable in both. He's like so
yeah.
fun as a villain, so dynamic.
Oh,
So
I can't wait. Yeah, I've
those
heard
are
a
my
lot of
last
good
couple
things.
shouts.
I loved 28 Years Later. Like the first one, it blew me away. And the emotional, being able to in a zombie world be like, hey, we're going to take this emotional route with the mom and the son and create something very, very visceral for you to feel. Like we're not going the route of this is going to be a gun action shot type of thing. It's let's be as emotional as possible, and it lands. That was that was incredible. I love
Shout
that.
out
So I'm excited
Spike.
for Bone Temple. I've heard it's good.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
it
bro,
fucking
it's so
rocks.
good.
It's so good. Okay, best
It
pictures,
rocks.
best pictures.
Like, yeah, I'll just say the Jack O'Connell character who gets introduced at the very end of 28 years.
And at the start, like he's the little
He's the-
kid.
yeah,
he
he's
is the little
the-
kid.
yeah,
Right. But I'm
yeah.
saying as an adult, he gets reintroduced. He
Yeah.
is so awesome throughout Bone Temple. So, yeah, that'll be a very fun
yeah.
watch for you. Okay, let's get into this list. Should we start with the first one that's on my list here, The Secret Agent, which I actually just watched the other night. Do we have any thoughts?
I honestly did not like that movie.
Jack seems like maybe he feels the same way. I don't know. He
Whoa,
sort of
no,
keeps his
don't
lips
agree
sealed.
with
Oh,
that.
no.
I fucking
He
love
feels
The
the
Secret
opposite
Agent.
way. Oh,
That was
okay.
sick.
Okay, let's debate. Okay, so I went into this and I truthfully, maybe the reason I didn't like it as much is because I have absolutely no knowledge of Brazilian politics. Like I had no knowledge, right? And so to me, I've probably spent it's like a 3-hour movie, almost a 3-hour movie. I spent the first hour sort of trying to piece together what was happening in the movie. And I love like, hey, you have to kind of put the puzzle pieces together and see what's happening, just figure it out on your own type of thing. I don't mind that at all. Let the audience be smart. I love that. But I don't know, it just felt like it was dragging a little bit for the first hour or so to get to where we were, where it's like, okay, there's this established world, there's these 5 or 6 different characters we're following, and then I thought the last 30 minutes to 45 minutes absolutely ripped. That part of it was awesome.
Yeah.
And the way it all came together was great. It just falls short because I feel like, okay, maybe this is a little bit of bias on my side too. I will say this because I think It Was Just an Accident tackles the same political repression elements better. And it's not just because I'm Iranian.
Is that what? I thought It Was Just an Accident was going to be your snub because I saw your tweet about Secret Agent and It's Just an Accident. I haven't seen It Was Just an Accident.
Okay. I got
Disclaimer: the 2 movies I most wanted to see that I couldn't were It Was Just an Accident and Sirat. But neither one of them were like showing anywhere near me.
Was really
and
hard to
neither
get
one
to.
of them are on streaming. Like I can't even buy them. So I'm like, fuck. I guess
I got
just
some
fucked.
links I could send you guys. I'm just gonna say
I had
didn't
to
pay
link it up
anybody
for
Fast
Cinematography.
Bender Talk Shots.
Yeah.
Already got plenty.
So okay, look, It Was Just an Accident did get some nominations, so that's why I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna go ahead and make it a snub. I would probably, in the Best Picture world, swap It Was Just an Accident for Secret Agent, but I don't know. I just think they tackle similar themes of political repression. Obviously people being antagonized and persecuted in the world that they're living in. And I think It Was Just an Accident had a more interesting storyline for it to follow. But again, I'm very biased because I know the political landscape of Iran way more than I know the political landscape of Brazil. So it's just, I knew going in, okay, this is the world, you know?
Yeah. Secret Agent, definitely a slow burn for a lot of it, which I didn't mind, but it was also, like, it subverted a lot of stuff where it was like, kind of how in The Mastermind, which I'm not surprised didn't really get any nominations or anything. In The Mastermind, he's like a stupid criminal, and it's like you go into it thinking, oh, this guy's the mastermind. He's not actually that good. I went into The Secret Agent. I was like, okay, we're fucking suave.
This guy's a secret agent.
This is literally Wagner Moore, James Bond. I'm locked in. And it wasn't like that at all. And so, I don't know. I was surprised by the slow burn at the beginning, but I don't know. I just thought it was really good. I thought Wagner Moore was really good in it.
He is very good in it.
He's amazing.
Did you see I'm Still Here last year?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
I thought it paired really well with that. I thought it was very cool to like think about I'm Still Here taking it was almost like the other side of the coin where like you lose this person and they're gone, whereas this is the person who has been lost in The Secret Agent. It's like he's been taken away from his family and everything. And so I don't know. I still need to watch It Was Just an Accident. It wouldn't surprise me. I am cool with that take though, which like whichever one you like more should have this spot, because it's just like the Academy isn't going to put 2 of these movies in. There's got to be like an F1 or whatever. So one spot for this kind of thing. So yeah, I mean, I'll keep that in mind when I watch. It was just an accident.
Wagner Moore is so good, though. I
He is.
really loved his performance. I thought he carried this movie a lot, but like I really enjoyed the movie. I just thought he was the strongest element of it. Also, if you can ever play two characters in one movie and it's like actually believable, and I'm not like that's a gimmick, that's bonus points, because I really thought like he was pretty transformed, you know, when he plays his son. By the way, there's no way to do this podcast without doing spoilers, so I guess we'll try to limit it.
No. Yeah, go ahead.
It's really impossible. And like Jack said, I thought very subversive, like various moments. I feel like it was the first time I've ever really had that experience of watching a movie where it's like, number one, you have the expectation maybe, oh, this guy's going to be cool, suave, whatever. He's going to be very savvy. But like, even beyond that, just the feeling of watching a couple people and being like, fuck, you guys are sitting ducks. Like, you guys are helpless. Like, I'm watching him and how his father-in-law are operating, and I'm like, you guys are fucked. But then it's like, yeah, this is how 99.9% of people would be in this situation where they're like, what? There's a hit out on my life? What does that mean? I had no idea about that. And I mean, I loved the decision to not show him getting killed. I thought that was great. I thought that was another sort of subversive moment. Like, I don't know that I've ever seen a movie like kind of exactly pull the plug like that, where there's so much building tension, there's so much building tension. It's the most action and drama and suspense of the movie, and then it's just boom. That's it. And now we flash forward to the future, which is exactly like I'm Still Here, where like clearly Brazil is having a reflective moment on what happened in the 70s and the 80s under this very repressive regime and all these disappearances and stuff. But like back-to-back very good movies, I thought, that tackled those same themes. It wasn't one of the best movies of the year, but I did really enjoy it. And like I think it's deserving of a nom. Also, as a language fiend, you get +5 bonus points if your movie's in a language that I really like listening to. And Portuguese,
it is a nice language.
I like a lot.
Agree. Yeah,
I
will say it's look. I'll shoot
you fucking middle American fuck. Get on your coastal elite shit.
No, I did.
Did Sentimental Value get knocked for you then? Because you're like, I don't want
the worst language, bro. The Nordic languages, because like okay, so I really love languages. And when I watch a movie, I really try to understand as much of it as I can, right? Even if it's a language I don't speak. Portuguese, it's pretty easy because I speak other Romance languages. There's lots of similarities. So I'm like picking up like 40% of what's being said. Of course, with the help of subtitles. But I'm like, oh, I recognize all these words. I recognize this. I recognize that. And then I was trying to do the same thing during Sentimental Value. And I feel like it really locked me into how much they're just going like gorb, blorb, gorb, gorb. Like, that's no disrespect to the people of Norway and all of Scandinavia, but your languages are like way worse German.
Culture, you know?
Yeah, you're right. We should be fucking knocking them of all people. But
I'll shoot some bail for Secret Agent, like, because I came in hot. But I will say, like, technically, the way it's shot is fucking brilliant. Like, that part of it is indisputable to me. And like, I think that it's such a colorful movie, and that always gets something out of me. It's when basically a director just knows how to use different colors to its advantage. And then on top of that, I thought the secondary characters who felt like they weren't actors, you know, a lot of the people in here felt like they were either real people that they got out of like different jobs that they were doing, very similar to Marty Supreme, but like real life people that could bring their own experiences to something from an acting perspective. I thought that was really cool. So
yeah,
it has its moments, and I again, the last hour is awesome, but it's just
I stand by it. It's okay.
I was engaged from the start. I thought the opening sequence was great. I thought that scene really set the tone in a lot of ways of, okay, there's a dead body here. Nobody gives a fuck. The cops are pulling up just to see if there's any way they can get this dude's VW bug. Like, just sort of laying the groundwork of this is the society we're in. Wagner Moura, goated. And I was consistently, like, engaged. I was trying to figure out, all right, what exactly is going on here. And I just felt like if you can keep me interested for a 2-hour, 40-minute movie, like, that's an accomplishment. And I really thought it did that. And I thought it stuck the landing. I thought it was good. I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
So
and I liked the mechanic, too, of the tapes and everything. I thought that was a fun.
Yeah, I like that part,
like,
too.
zooming back and forth with that.
I agree. Very fun.
Yeah, I think it was firmly in, like, my middle tier of Best Picture noms, where when I saw it, it's not one where I was like, what the hell? What's happening? But then
what's last, bro?
I'm also what's last?
Say it.
Well, I mean, probably F1, I guess. I liked F1. I liked all of these movies, but The Secret Agent, it's like a combination of movie I really enjoyed and kind of like the artisan craft that you expect the Academy to recognize or whatever.
Yeah.
So shout out to the Secret Agent. I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
And also, another bonus point for it, not just a nice language. Any time that a good international film gets recognized, I like that because I feel like generally they're underrepresented.
I wish they made fucking movies in Korea, dude. That'd be so sick.
That'd be so sick, bro. Holy shit. All right, let's talk about the next one that's showing up in front of me. Begonia. This is a heavy hitter. This was one of my absolute favorites of the year, one of my top 3 of the year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I did love it. I love it when I saw it. I haven't rewatched it, but I probably will leading up to the like the award ceremony and everything.
Yeah.
I would say strongest like trio of performances this year between obviously Emma Stone got nominated, Jesse Plemons, and Aiden, I don't remember his last name, but like Jesse Plemons' sidekick in the movie. I thought it was just like an incredible like almost. Oh my God! If you do peace signs, it does balloons.
God,
I'm sorry.
bro, come on.
I thought it was.
You're just celebrating Begonia. It's all good.
Why are you throwing up? Why are you throwing up the peace signs to begin with?
Well, because I talk
peace
with
and
my
love.
hands. I'm sorry.
Right.
Yeah, peace and love. What do you want me to be like angry?
You're
I
Italian.
don't. Yeah, I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I thought Begonia was great. I'm a little surprised, not to step on Best Actor, but Jesse Plemons was incredibly strong in this movie. And so, yeah, I enjoyed it. What did you think?
Yeah, I agree. I like Yorgos Lanthimos is one of my favorite directors. His just the bizarre way that he shoots and like gets the most out of his acters is crazy.
Crazy that this is like his most grounded movie, probably.
Yeah, totally.
Like most normal thing.
And I think his best. Dare I say?
Ooh, I don't know. I like The Favorite a lot.
The Favorite's great.
Partial to The Favorite. Yeah,
The Favorite's great. Yeah,
it's very Barry Lyndon.
I thought this
though,
was
so I respect that.
I've never seen The Favorite. I'm sorry. I've literally only seen what was it? What
Kinds
was it
of
last?
Kindness.
No, I didn't.
The Lobster.
The Lobster.
No.
Oh yeah.
Emma
Why,
Stone.
Poor Things.
Poor Things.
Yeah,
Yes.
Oh, Poor Things,
And
right,
I
right.
loved that. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, Poor Things was dope.
But I do think I liked this a bit more. Just like more my kind of movie. I think they're like very similar tier in terms of like quality, but this is very like intense and sweaty and scary, and I think it's cool. It's a cool interaction in the present moment of like guy genuinely off the deep end, insane, like incel 4chan, like has completely lost touch with reality versus ostensibly like corporate power, girl boss, like woman of industry type thing. And so I thought that was a very interesting setup to go into the movie with, and I thought he played it really well.
Totally. I mean, you hate to be like, oh, what a great movie for this moment. But, like, genuinely, the dynamics you're talking about, easily the best I've seen captured on screen. Like, clearly, this felt like the year that people really started to dive into the theme of, like, okay, everybody has gone insane since the pandemic and with the proliferation of all this misinformation and social media and all this stuff. And, like, we had Eddington. This was just like way, 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 way better and like really hit both sides of, hey, this is the extreme of the completely disenfranchised, sort of freak who's lost his mind. And then this is like the epitome of the polished corporate power and bringing them together. I just thought it was fucking dynamic. I thought every time they clashed on screen, it was phenomenal. And what I liked about it most is I like Yorgos's like sort of whimsical, very silly, absurdist stuff, right? Like you get in The Favorite of the Lobster or whatever. Poor Things, absolutely. I think that's really good. But this movie was still funny, and I just felt like it hit the serious beats in a way that landed with me on a totally different level where I'm like, maybe it is just the relevance of it, and maybe it is seeing somebody like tackle these things that I feel are like so pressing right now in a way that I hadn't really seen done, but it just like hit a different level for me. It hit a different ceiling. And then again, like it's still silly in the end. It's subversive. It's all that stuff. But, and also like, obviously for 2 hours, you're thinking this lady's not an alien, but then you're also kind of wondering like a little bit, like
I was
it
gonna
keeps
ask,
you
did
on
you guys
the
ever
edge a little
think-
bit that way.
Did you guys ever think she wasn't an alien?
I
I went
did-
in, I'm like, she's an alien. 100%.
Same. I went in, she's an alien, and over the course of the movie, I talked myself into she is not an alien.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
like, if you just went in, she's an alien, and you stuck by that the whole time, I could genuinely see it being like a worse movie experience for you, because by the end of it,
Yeah.
I was like, I feel like I've lost all touch. Like, I don't know what to think. And so I thought it helped the ending, like the absurdity of the ending. Like, I don't know. It didn't remove me from anything. I was like, holy shit, this is really cool. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. No,
I
I
agree.
did not think that she was an alien. Like, there were moments, but pretty much for the most part, I guess, I mean, because it's Yorgos, you should probably expect that there's going to be something sort of absurd, but I wasn't really thinking that. I was like, yeah, this feels super grounded. Obviously, this dude is completely insane. Everything he's saying is ridiculous. And again, I thought that they both like played their characters so well.
To your point about this being relevant to the moment and to society right now, the guy who wrote this, it's based on a book, but the guy who adapted this used to write for The Onion. And that's how he got his whole role. So, like, a guy who very much so understands the bizarre society that we live in. You know what I mean? So, the fact that Yorgos did this with a guy who he also helped on, I believe, Succession. Like, he wrote some of the episodes on Succession as well, so understands the corporate not corporate espionage, but you know what I mean, like the corporate elements of what
I loved her.
Emma Stone
That's
brought.
one of my just let
So
like that,
goated.
that-
She's on
that,
a heater, bro. Emma Stone is on a
Yeah, man.
heater.
Yeah.
that gif
One of the
her,
best.
smiling that's been blowing up on Twitter lately. I mean, I thought I thought she was fucking incredible.
She was unbelievable. She, totally captured that persona. And then there was a moment where I was like, man, does it like undercut any of this that she is an alien? You know, I'm like, is that in some way some sort of cop out for like very clearly like she is, you know, obviously actually representing like this corporate giant who has like compromised everything in terms of values just for the bottom line and is fucking over people like Jesse Plemons and, you know, everybody else along the way.
Right? Would it have hit more if it
Right,
wasn't
if
an
she just
alien?
actually was. Like, if this is just actually how it was. But then I was like, no, because I still think the end with Where Have All the Flowers Gone and fucking everybody dying, I thought, all right, that's pretty powerful. I thought that was a really strong ending. So overall, I don't really have any notes. I thought this was a baller director doing his best stuff. I thought these were great actors. You put Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons in a movie, and like that's as much of a 1-2 punch as you can get, pretty much. And then Aiden Delbus, is that his name? I thought he was really good too. And the
Shout out
scene where
to,
he goes bye-bye was very good.
Shout out to the guy. Yeah, what's it? Fuck name.
Oh,
please.
Stavros
yes.
Halkias?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, he was
Shout out.
funny.
Not to stop.
yeah, he was pretty funny. Hey, podcasters, take note, guys. Could be us
I know.
next.
That's right.
Hey,
That's right.
Could be us next. I was briefly a member of SAG, and then I'm pretty sure my membership expired. You remember that, Jack? Okay. Let's move on to Train Dreams.
Whoa, settle
are we
down.
are we
Settle
on opposite
down.
sides of this? Oh man.
I was bored to tears. I respect a man with a frontier aesthetic, a lumberjack who doesn't. Beyond that, I thought this movie was toothless, and I thought it was so slow, and it's like, I get it. This guy loves his wife. You know what else he could love? Fent, if they had it back then. Opium, more realistically at the time. And then it's like, oh, I'm so sad. My wife died. You know what you should try? Fent. You'll feel better.
No, dude. God, there's a
All
trade.
right.
I would say the
Give
most
me the alternate
lasting,
pitch.
the most lasting thing this movie has given me. There's a tweet where it's like, oh my God, I wish I could read the whole thing for you guys. It starts with Joel Edgerton being like, when I was in the woods, every tree spoke to me, and now every piece of wood's got a dream in it. A train dream. And then his wife says, I'm just going to stand here framed by the sun really beautifully in case I die tragically or something. And then the tweet ends with Chinese guy who got hate crimed in front of him. Hey man, what's up? And so, I don't know.
That's perfect. That's the movie.
I liked it. I thought it was fine. I think it's like a firm tier below Begonia and The Secret Agent, where it's like, I think both of those things match all of the highs of Train Dreams in terms of like visual aesthetic and stuff, while having really strong performances and a very compelling plot. But I don't know. I didn't hate this. I'm just a sucker
Did you read
for...
the book?
I did, yes. I'm a sucker for a movie
know how
that's
to rate.
like you know, the beauty of all of the moments of life. Like, you individual, you matter. Like, that
I was
kind
also
of
a
shit.
sucker for that.
If any movie that, like, hits me with that at the end, especially as well as the plane scene does, I'm going to finish the movie and be like, that was pretty good. I had fun time.
Okay, Carson, my wife was you. Okay, I was watching this with her. Yes, I know. I was watching this with her, and she was passed out, sleeping.
Yeah.
She's like, "This is the most boring fucking movie of all time," right? But she woke up to me absolutely sobbing to the plane scene. She was like, "What the fuck happened in this movie? How did you even get to this point?" Because it felt like, it was very, very emotional. You know. Also, I will say this movie does have the TikTok aesthetic, which
Totally,
it's like,
bro.
hey, we're gonna capture these cool little moments and little stills of trees and the shoes on the tree and have you feel something, right? I get it. I thought it was well done though, and I think have you guys watched Tree of Life by any chance?
No.
No, but it there's a little bit of that to it, but a little bit more TikTok-y, and I understand that aspect. So it's a tier below, but I think it's worthy.
It looks good, but even that, it feels like it looks good in a Netflix TikTok way where, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I get it.
I felt like it was being pushed on me so hard. Like, did you guys really care about their relationship, him and his wife? I was like, it's too montagey for me. It's too, here's one scene of things looking nice. Here's one scene of them on the porch. Oh, now they've got a little baby boy. And I'm like, there's no scene that is actually, like, being given enough depth for me to care about anybody here. Like, it's like, clearly I'm supposed to, but I just didn't. Nothing actually got me invested.
It got me. I don't know what it was. And also, that is the very Tree of Life by Terrence Malick. It's very montagey with the stuff that it does. So it's a very similar style. But I don't know what it was. I think maybe I was just in a month where I was like, I don't know what to do with my life. And when you watch this, you're like, life is everything. Yeah. This is amazing.
You've been doing it the whole time.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I don't know. I would single out. I don't know. His wife and daughter. I wasn't like my favorite characters of the year. These are the deepest people involved. I did. William H. Macy really stood out to me in this movie.
Well, he's goated.
When he showed up, I was like, oh shit, and I thought his character was very good. And yeah, I don't know. When he spoke, I listened, and I think he was probably, as far as like characters go, probably the strongest part of this movie for me. I do think the wife and child, there was kind of like a plot device ishness to them where it's like he's gotta be sad for some reason. This is the reason why. But it didn't like remove me from it the way it did for you, I guess.
Yeah, bro was dreaming about trains. I get it.
I was also I was told, because I haven't read the book, but I was told that he had a lot more agency in the hate crime aspect in the book, and it was not mentioned in the movie. In the movie, it's more just like, oh my god, what have I witnessed?
Yeah,
which I think takes away. Yeah,
in the book, it's not because I don't know. You get internal dialogue from him, so he's not like this Asian guy. He's got it coming. It's more like this guy stole something. Help me grab him, and then he does grab him, and then the rest of the gang like throws him off a bridge, and so he was. It is a more direct involvement, which I don't know. It definitely makes more sense for him to be haunted by the events of the book than the event, like working logging in this time. I'm sure you see crazy shit all the time. Like you probably see guys get fucking smashed by trees and machines and stuff. So I don't know. One ghost, it was a little crazy, but yeah.
I hate when movies do that, bro. I hate when they like remove the culpability of a main character because they're like, people aren't gonna like him now. People aren't gonna like him. It's like, how fucking stupid do you think we are? Like, just fucking have the guy, kill an Asian guy, and now we're all going to be like, you're a really bad guy, fuck you. That's how I felt about him anyways. I was already like, you suck. I don't like you. I'm not buying your whole shtick here. But Train Dreams, one of the weakest Best Picture noms for me. However, one of the strongest, Marty Supreme. What did we think?
Hell yeah.
I liked it.
You mentioned, Carson, a bunch of like, this is my top 3, this is my top 2. Where does this land for you? Because I was curious when you were saying that.
Such a great question, S. It's number 4.
Okay.
So it's in my
Okay.
top 5.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I got you.
I liked this, and it is very good, but I would say the other movie that it is like up against this year in one battle after another. I went into this and I was like, I expect this to be good, and I walked out and I'm like, yeah, that was good. I walked out of one battle, I was like, holy fuck, like I'm losing my mind right now.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
this
Levels
is
to it.
yeah, it's very good. It's an incredible performance by Chalamet. It's an incredible I guess like media drum up to the movie that was almost like part of the performance is him getting everybody into the theaters and stuff. And so you love that.
He was Marty Supreme, basically.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
And it's
He was.
great. Yeah. It's very well written. I love it for all of the technical categories like production design and casting. I think it's incredibly strong, but yeah, I don't know. It's just like it didn't resonate with me as strongly as some of the other movies.
Are you motivation pilled? Are you grind pilled?
Oh no.
Or are you lazy?
Oh my
playing
god.
games? You're lazy. Let me laze about and ooh, look at the
Dude.
glint of the sun on my wife. How nice is that?
Well, if
no,
you told
get
me-
in the fucking gym, get on that table tennis table and grind.
I don't
And
want
fucking
to.
betray family members, betray the people you've always loved. Fuck that dog. Get to Japan and grind.
And grind.
Do you guys because there's been so much freaking debate about the ending of this movie, okay, which I'm sure you guys have seen a little bit. How do you feel about Marty and him moving on? Because there was a whole I've read so many freaking interviews about this specific movie where it's like there was a whole different version of this movie where an older Marty is at a concert to begin, and all of this is some sort of massive flashback, and he's raising kids now, and he's a manager, and all those type of things are added. They threw all of that out to make it the freaking red pill movie of like grind and chase and whatnot. How do you guys feel about the ending with Marty being like, cool, I have a kid now?
Carson, I'm curious what you think.
It's a good question. I also would have been interested in if they explored the ending where Kevin O'Leary was a vampire. Did you see that?
I
That
did
was,
hear
about
like,
that.
Also
Yeah,
something that
yeah.
they wrote about.
2 vampire movies going back at it,
Yeah, no, seriously. Vampire movies are on a heater right now. They're on a heater. Horror was on a heater this year. It depends, I guess, on your interpretation of kind of what his intentions are from that moment. Like, to me, that seemed like a moment of kind of, okay, I'm ready to do this now. Like, he seemed genuinely impacted by it. And I don't know if that means that he's like come to the end of his journey as Mr. Insane Grind. I don't know if it was an ending that like really matched the arc of the movie and the character to me, but I don't think I had particularly strong feelings about it one way or another.
When I watched it, my interpretation was more like, yeah, I don't know if I want to call him like performative. Marty himself, obviously not Chalamet, but like
Right, because he's performing because it's a movie.
he's performing. He's a freaking performer, bro.
Right,
like
he's an actor.
It almost did seem to me like Marty wanted to, like he felt like this was his obligation in the moment, was to be the guy who is sobbing in front of his baby and everything. And I also interpret it as like he recognizes that like the table tennis shit is probably over for him, and so like that's like a chapter of his life that is closing, and he doesn't. I don't think he ever firmly felt like he was, like if that's something he was ready to trade in, like it would absolutely be worth it. It felt like time was kind of just like pushing him in this direction. It was something he was going to have to confront after the movie was over. So I like that it ended where it ended. Like I like that we just get the baby and it's
I
like,
agree,
damn, this kid might have a crazy ass dad. I don't know. And then like I didn't need like 50 years after the fact.
I think it's
I agree.
it's pushing, at least from Marty's perspective, he's pushing the goalpost to now this is what's motivating me, which is my child, right? Like, and you've seen, I think Josh Safdie even mentioned it in interviews where it's like Marty was going to be successful in whatever he did. Like if he became a shoe salesman, he would have owned multiple shoe stores, If he ended up doing something else, if he was a crime lord, he would have, you know what I mean? He would have been a pretty good mobster or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that motivation part of it just moves to his child, right? And you see that with a lot of people in their mid-30s where they get to a point in their life where they're okay with their career, and now it's shifting all of their priorities to their children. So I don't know. It felt I really liked the overall. I don't want to say I liked the message because it's just whatever, but it's something that I think a lot of people can relate to, where it's like you get to a point in your life, your dream isn't necessarily what you imagined it to be, and now priorities shift to children. Parents feel that all the time, right? So I thought that was really poignant. I don't know.
I would also
it was shot freaking amazing. That's the other part.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jack. Go ahead.
I was going to shout out Koto Endo, one of my favorite characters of the year.
Yeah, he was dope.
Just straight up. And that's
Sick,
another
dude.
incredible casting thing, is like he is, in real life, I think a deaf ping pong player that the Safdies just found and were like, be in my movie and shit.
That's
So,
pretty dope.
I mean, I thought that he was an incredible foil for Marty, where he isn't just like a blank slate of like, this is the guy I'm going against. Like, he is very humanized for as little we see him. And he stuck with me a lot after the movie. He's one of the things I think about the most when I think about Marty Supreme.
Yeah, I do think it's a great performance from Timothy. And I do gotta say, I love the Safdie shtick, man. I really enjoy the whole vibe. Like, I know there are people who don't like being on edge the whole time, who don't like their protagonists being like pretty bad, selfish people, right? Like, obviously, it's drawn a lot of comparisons to Uncut Gems, and there's definitely a lot of similarities there. Personally, I'm super engaged by it. I'm super interested by, like, the deeply flawed protagonist. And also, the dreaming about train stuff gets you guys. I do think the dream big stuff, like, obviously, it's not presented in a romantic way to me. And I think that's what a lot of people kind of misconstrue. I feel like a lot of people act like this is a movie that is all about, like, the ends justify the means, right? And, like, regardless of what you do, as long as you achieve your goals, it's okay. That's not how I feel watching this movie at all. I feel like we're all supposed to think that Marty's a bad guy because Marty does so much bad stuff just prioritizing himself. Nevertheless, I think his ambition is, like, interesting to watch. And I think the notion that he has, like, these aspirations for himself that are, like, so far beyond what those around him are aspiring to do or expect him to do, like, I do think that is an interesting vehicle for a story, especially when somebody, like, plays that character as well as I thought Timmy did in this one. So I think he did a lot of heavy lifting in this movie, and I thought that, like, again, there's a lot of performances this year where you're like, they're just really well-rounded. Like, when you needed to hit the comedic beats, you did that. When you needed the super serious, dramatic beats, obviously he has all sorts of, like, these heightened emotional moments of, like, outbursts, rage, passion, whatever. He's talked about a lot about, like, wanting to sort of embody that, like, quintessential American athlete persona, right? The mentality, the boisterousness, like the crazy competitiveness of a John McEnroe or whatever. And I really thought that he did that. And also, I like it when a sports movie has sports scenes that look really good. And I thought the ping pong scenes looked really good in this movie. And I appreciated that, because if they didn't, that takes me out of a movie. And so I just thought, technically, I mean, it was very good in every way. I thought the performances were really good. And I thought the plot was interesting to me throughout. So I really liked it. But no, it wasn't one battle after another level to me.
Yeah, it's so tough because you could look at Sinners and one battle after another and be like, they lap this in almost all categories. But cinematography is one where I feel like it has a good shot to beat them. Sinners will probably win. One battle after another has a really great case, but I don't know, man. The way they shot the ping pong scenes, the way they shot the chase scene of him running away from the cop, that is, like, technically brilliant. So I don't know. There's a chance they win that. If I know we'll talk
I think
about
it'll win.
But
I think it definitely, and because I think Sinners and One Battle are so strong, I think in a lot of these supplemental categories, I would be looking to see it win. I feel like that's probably where it'll be. I don't know, get the most votes.
Is this the best movie by a Safdie? What do you guys think?
I never seen Good Time, which would get me in trouble.
Good Time's
good.
I know
Good
it's
Time's
good.
Yeah.
I think I like it more than Uncut Gems. I'll say that. I do.
I think it's it's building on the same concept but making it bigger and better, right?
Yeah.
Which I think is an element that I really enjoy. Like, to your point, Carson, that we kind of need to see these types of characters because it's not some sort of, like, they are the example for us,
Right.
but it's just it's an interesting take. It's an interesting perspective. And yeah, that anxiety thing rips. I love that in movies. 2 hours of like me being on the edge of my seat. Count me in. I'm down.
Yeah, and like the pacing is always good. Like things move. There's like so many different twists and turns. There's so many little stories within the story, and like I just appreciate when a movie can have that sort of like Odyssey feel to it, right? Of like, here are all the different trials and tribulations, and all of them work, and all of them make sense. And he's running this scheme, and now he's going after Gwyneth Paltrow, and like I like the scene of him conning the guys, right, when he was fucking, at the ping pong table.
Shout out to Tyler, the Creator. Shout out to being good in a movie. Yeah,
like he was good.
I'm just saying he wasn't like you're literally across from Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah.
Like he didn't fold is what I'm saying.
No, the dude who they like picked up off the fucking Side Talk NYC who played his
the
friend.
big dude?
Like,
yeah.
He was good. I thought that guy was really
awesome.
good.
Yeah.
So
if you guys get the
Good watch.
diamond necklace, are you taking a break for hanky panky in the park, or are you going straight to the pawn shop?
I'm going straight to hanky panky.
I'm going straight to the pawn shop, bro.
I'm getting to Japan.
Bro.
I'm sorry, Gwyneth Paltrow.
It was insane to me that I'm like, dude, you're right there. Just fucking leave,
there.
please.
He's a horny little fuck, man. He didn't make a good decision the entire movie. All he did was make bad decisions.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
he's
would
following
say
his wiener.
with his performance, I really enjoy, because like you hear the description sounds pretty general. It sounds like, guy who thinks he's destined for greatness, and it could be like a very normal character in the hands of a lot of different actors. And I think Timothy Chalamet, it's so deep, it's so three-dimensional, and some of that is the writing and everything, but I think he does an incredible job hitting all of the bravado points that you expect him to hit from the trailers, but like the low points and the human sides of him. It is a great performance.
He can do it all, bro. He's really great. He's doing a lot of great work. Okay, F1. We've talked about it a little bit. We've mocked it a little bit, but it is here, whether we like it or not. What'd you guys think?
It's fun, dude. I watched it in D-Box. I watched it
no
moving.
animation.
Oh, the rain.
It's a rain
the
cloud.
rain animation.
It's a rain cloud. It's fine.
It probably shouldn't have been nominated for Best Picture. Like, we can all agree on that. But it just it moves. It has some nice technical stuff. I think it will actually probably win in either sound or editing, which is a shame because no other choice probably should have won editing, regardless.
Yeah, the dissolves and no. We could just talk about that instead of F1
for 50 minutes.
With F1. I think it is shot pretty well. The sports scenes look cool, like you're saying, Carson. However, everybody I've seen talk about it, it's like, I watch F1. It's like, this is not how it works at all in terms of like Brad Pitt being like, I'm going to set a fucking screen for you on the inside, and then you're going to get through. I'm breaking
He was
my
a fucking
car.
enforcer. He was coming in. He's just taking dudes out.
I guess.
Charles Oakley.
I'm going to crash. Yeah, I'm going to crash every single ride, every single race for you, brother.
And then Brad Pitt's performance, I'm not big on in this movie. I do think it felt very phoned in, especially across from Damson Idris, who I thought was like super, like he knew that this is a movie that if it blows up, there's like a ton of stuff on the board for him now. And it did blow up, which I'm happy about because I like him. But
he's really good.
Going at Brad, like I do think Brad Pitt folded. Like is like kind of the Clint Booth or whatever from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood-ish, but just like worse, and I think less engaged. And it's the whole movie is built on him. Like we follow him the entire time, and I didn't like him, like the romance with the Irish lady.
Ridiculous.
That made no sense.
So
I don't
forced.
care about
It
this.
feels like they cut like 40 minutes of this movie though, which I think they did, but it just it took away so much of any context around that. They also took away a love interest from Damson Idris that doesn't exist.
He's young. Let him be in love. The fuck, Brad
Yeah.
Pitt's washed up, bro.
It was just like so rife with cliches, which obviously is the expectation. I'm not asking it to be more than that. But nevertheless, when you do compare it to like these other Best Picture noms, it's like, yeah, obviously it's not as good of a movie. It was a relatively enjoyable watch. Honestly, based on what I had heard, I enjoyed it more than I expected to. I thought it was going to suck, and I don't think it sucked, but I totally agree. I thought Brad Pitt was like, his entire character was predicated upon aura farming, and he wasn't good enough at it. Like, it wasn't Clint Booth level cool. It wasn't like, holy shit, this dude can just fucking piece up Bruce Lee. Like, this guy can do no wrong, right? This guy can fucking take out all the Manson family just with, like, his dog and whatever he has around the house, right? Like, he didn't have that. Maybe he talked too much and the things that he said were too stupid to have that sort of, like, silent cool guy. But, like, every shot, it's like, clearly, you're supposed to think this is the coolest guy in the world. Like, when he comes back before the final race and they've got, like, the long shot of him walking down and he's got his shit slung over his shoulder and he's just like, look at me, I'm back again. I was just like, man, I'm sorry. It's not doing it for me, Brad. Like, you didn't even hit the cool hard enough in this movie, which is what you're fucking getting paid the big bucks to do.
You know who mogs him in cool in this movie is
Oh,
Javier
yeah.
Bardem. Javier
Yep, so
Bardem,
good.
every time they're on screen together.
In real life too, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Just fucking
Shout out to Javier Bardem.
Shout out to Javi, bro. He's a goat.
But like in this movie, like every time they're on screen, it's like, you know, he's trying to do like, I live in a van, I'm freaking washed up, like 5 o'clock shadow stuff. And Javier Bardem right next to him in a well-tailored suit, extremely suave, you know, like oozes personality and aura, like you're saying. Like that makes it even worse to me. Is like he just gets fucking cooked by every cool person he encounters in this movie, really.
Very true.
F2
Dancing Idris
coming
was really
soon.
good. Hooray. Hooray. Throw $8 billion into it. Yeah. I mean, in terms of like a sports movie, I thought obviously you felt like the budget and the production value with all of the race scenes. Like, I thought that they looked awesome, and I do always appreciate that. And even though unrealistic, like the strategies employed in all the races, I thought what each race accomplished in terms of story was pretty good. I didn't think it was like your super cookie cutter, oh, this is the progression of the underdog sports story, right? Like, I thought they at least had an arc that made sense in that way, which I appreciated. There's just a ceiling on a movie where like the writing is so blah and, you know, some of the key performances just are too generic, and that's where this movie falls short. But for being what it was solid.
I wonder if I like it more because I didn't know much about F1.
I don't know shit about F1, and I
Like,
didn't.
Neither do I.
I walked in, I'm like, what the fuck is up? You know, like, what am I doing here?
This car costs how much money? Yikes!
Yeah, that's probably fair. But also, I didn't really know anything about F1. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine. I don't know. It's just
a
like
fine movie.
Bring it.
Yeah.
It's just tough. Like if we walked out of the movie together and we were talking about it, that would be a fun conversation. Hitting Marty Supreme and Begonia and then F1, it's like, damn, yeah,
Right,
We're like,
right.
we're tears.
You know, it's like, S, you watched it while you were moving. I watched it on a plane. That's how much of a priority it was for me.
Okay,
It's
fair
like,
enough.
maybe people will be like, oh, you should have watched it on a big, big, sexy, beautiful screen. And I'm like, yeah, it's a plane movie.
What's a tier below, or like what tier is this in? This or Train Dreams? Is that worse? I
It's a
worded
great
that poorly,
question.
but you
no.
know what I'm saying.
Which is my least favorite of the Best
Yeah,
Picture
yeah,
noms. Honestly, man, I think I enjoyed this more than Train Dreams. I think,
Oh, sorry, I don't know.
and I get it. No, it's
No,
fair.
fuck
But,
you,
you know,
dude.
I
I'll
don't
say it.
want... Both of these movies are predicated upon fucking aura farming. That's what it is, and that's not
true.
enough to carry a movie for me, the brilliant intellectual philosopher thinker that I am.
Yes.
Sorry, guys. Sorry if I'm not stimulated by your TikTok shots and Brad Pitt just kind of looking at me. No, yeah. I don't know. It's close, but I think in terms of enjoyment, I probably did just like have a little more fun watching F1.
Well, if
F1.
I feel like if Train Dreams misses the mark, like this is
It's a
gonna
low
be the
floor.
one.
It's a
This
low
is-
floor
yeah,
movie.
yeah.
This is the one that you're gonna be like,
Yeah.
when they were in the
Right.
car, I'm flying, like that landed at least. That was a cool moment, but
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
it was just good.
Okay, how about Sinners, the most nominated film of the year and ever?
Ever,
in fact,
yeah, I was gonna say Beast
what do
Mode.
we think?
This
Beast Mode.
fucking rocked.
I've watched it almost as many times as it's been fucking nominated.
Really?
So- no, I'm kidding. But I watched
you've
it like
given it a
5
rewatch.
times.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, it's
Nice.
because every time I was sort of introducing it to someone new, and it was the excitement of like, oh, what are they gonna think about the movie? it feels funny because I feel like some people love it in its entirety and love every single moment of it. Some people just like the first part, which is the build up and kind of getting the party ready. And then there are other people who just like the vampire aspect and the second half of the movie. So it's really interesting that there's 3 different movie watchers that can get something out of this film. And I think one of you guys mentioned this earlier, but just it checks all of the boxes. It checks every single box you could possibly do to pull off a genre film like this and have it be so effective as sort of this telling of the Jim Crow era in the United States and the South in the United States, and how obviously that deals with racial segregation and racism in general, but also telling this story about music and how it connects us all together. There's so much of that, plus vampires. How do you pull that off and make it be one of the best movies of this decade? So, I don't know. I think it's a perfect movie. I personally think it's a perfect movie. I'm ready if any of you guys are gonna disagree with that. I've come armed, but
Holy shit!
Whoa.
Just pulls out a.
Put it,
You're in
wait,
Canada, bro.
if you have a gun, put it to Jack's head and make him watch a sad movie.
Whoa!
you have
What
to.
the heck?
That's right.
Watch Manchester by the Sea again, white boy.
Dude. So Sinners.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like you're getting prepared to shit on it.
No. Okay. So the only hot take I have about Sinners is that I think the big fight is the weakest part of the movie, and I don't like it that much.
That's fair. Yeah.
But every other part of this, like, not only do I love it, like, I think it's good for the sport, where it's like, fuck yeah, this is what we should be doing. One of our best working directors, one of our best working actors collaborating with, like, incredible, like, production value, budget, score, effects, like, everything coming together to create a movie that is not just entertaining, but says a lot of the stuff that you're talking about there. It fucking rocks. It's so good. I saw it twice in theaters because I missed the credit scene. I left.
Really?
I left. I wasn't MC. I was like, Coogler's left. He's leaving the MCU behind, man. He's not gonna give us one of those, and he did, and that's my fault. But yeah, I think, it's fucking incredible. And
did you watch it in 70 millimeter?
No, I didn't. Was it cool in 70 millimeter?
It was like it felt like I was watching a different movie.
Yeah, I bet.
Just because of the extra little bit of space gives you so much context to some of the scenes. Anyways, I thought that was great.
And I don't know. There's so many, like, besides one battle after another, and really, I don't know, even like right up there with it, like, there's so many moments from this movie that you just like, I continually think about in my head. Obviously, like, that's one of the most, like, upset I've been at film Twitter is the beer commercial criticism of the music scene in the middle of the movie where the whole barn burns down. Are either of you guys locked into that at all?
Bro, I'm not on film Twitter at all, and thank God for that. I just get to
It's
fucking
almost
watch
as bad
movies.
as sports Twitter, by the way.
I feel like it'd be worse. I feel like it'd just be so
honestly
pretentious.
could be. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, it really is all of the pretension of, like, the purest eye test people or the purest spreadsheet people in the world distilled into something that is even more subjective than
way
sports.
more subjective.
Like,
there's almost
infinitely
no
more.
objective thing other than being like the money aspect, which is
And so,
which is the worst angle to take.
Yeah.
If you're like using that.
Unless you're Ryan
That's
Coogler
like,
and you make a bajillion dollars.
I have one of my best friends is like a huge Drake guy, and
Sold
he
the most.
always talks about
the
his
box.
fucking album
Oh my
sales, and I'm
God,
like,
man.
bro, what the fuck does that have to do with my opinion of how good his music is? Like, you're not gonna slap some objective metric on me here. You know, that's not his fucking BPM, which, by the way, I don't like anyways. But it's like, that just tells
It's
me
not
how
his
many other
Darko
people
DPM,
like this
dude.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's not his Darko DPM regression. That's not his Darko DPM mean
Can't pull out
adjusted
a Darko
regression.
graph.
I went to middle school with a guy who did that exact same argument, but at the time, the guy who had sold the most albums was Eminem. I
Right,
think.
of course.
And so,
course.
so he was like, Eminem's my freaking go-to. He sold the most. He's like, he's the most popular. I don't know what to tell you, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, my best friend is like that with movies. You know, I'll be like, dude, let's go watch, you know, I don't know, Hamnet. He's like, man, $23 million at the box office? Like,
That's insane.
come on, bro.
Crazy
Like,
take,
I think there's like 6 Pirates of the Caribbean movies we gotta watch first. They all make
Trolls
20
3.
times
Trolls
that.
3 is out right now.
And he's a
blowing
big
up.
Avatar guy too, and I'm like, yeah, of course. It's
Yeah,
3 of
that's
the
right.
most
We have.
highly grossing
I'm sorry.
movies.
We have to watch every single MCU movie 10 times, and then we can watch Hamnet.
What a nightmare.
I mean, I do think Sinners obviously a box office success because I think it's pretty much like the perfect blockbuster. Like,
Yeah.
I love One Battle After Another so much, more than any movie this year. But, like, I mean, again, I don't care about the money. I don't even know that much about the money. I do know that that was not a box office success, and I think, like, there's just a level of commercial viability and, like, the universality of how fun a watch Sinners is, unless you're, like, some freak who's going to be like racism doesn't exist or something. I'm sure somebody's taking that angle, you know, again, thank God I'm not on film Twitter. But
Yeah.
I think it was phenomenal. I think it accomplished everything that it wanted to accomplish. I think the performances were great. Like, it's by far the best I've ever seen Michael B. Jordan. Usually,
No question.
I'm not a huge Michael B. Jordan guy. I thought he was awesome in this. And then Jack O'Connell, we already mentioned, like the fucking musical little leprechaun villain vampire. He was outstanding. I was super engaged by, you were saying, S, right? Like, there are the different phases of the movie, and I really enjoyed them all. I thought everyone accomplished what it was meant to. I thought, I don't know, just like the entire stretch where they're in the barn, like as shit is really starting to go down, I thought was phenomenal. I thought Haley Steinfeld was really good. I pretty much have no notes. Like, the only thing I could say is it's just not like my absolute favorite kind of movie, because I'm kind of a fiend for like a more grounded, like more realistic kind of movie. Like, that could just reach higher heights in terms of my personal enjoyment. However, there was nothing that Sinners did that I was like, ooh, I didn't really like that. Like, I also just love take on vampires like this, where they incorporate like a lot of the classic elements, right, in terms of like the foils with like the holy water and the cross, right, and they have to be invited in, all that stuff. But now you're being dropped into like the Black American South of this time. Like, I thought it was awesome. I thought everything worked. I thought the music was fantastic. I thought the big scene where the reveal of all the fucking people being turned, all the people who tried to get out, and then fucking Jack O'Connell has them singing and dancing in a circle. Like, that scene was peak.
Banger song, by the way.
Yeah.
I'd be singing that more than any of the In the Merry Month of May.
Yeah.
I loved that. Jack
Irish
O'Connell,
music rocks.
It
Like,
does.
Irish folk music
that's
rocks.
such like that's another angle here, is like all of the footwork Coogler has talked about in terms of they had to be like an understandable point of view, the Irish and the villains and the vampires, and having it look fun and sound cool, and having Jack O'Connell be this guy where it's like, no, he's like not like he's evil and bad, he's a vampire, but like he doesn't seem like a complete dickhead or anything compared to some of the other big villains of the year. And so he's
like, we get it, we've been oppressed, we all just want to come together and make some music and you know, be together
His
forever.
pitch wasn't that
Join us.
bad.
I just don't want to be a
it's-
vampire, bro.
I think that's why, like, he's a very cool villain. You know, when you're able to like make them make sense. You know,
right?
You understand,
makes sense
you
and
sympathize.
so charming. Like, he's so fucking dynamic, but also obviously like that layer of insidiousness, which again now we've seen him just like absolutely nail twice.
Yeah,
He's
bro, I can't believe
awesome.
you haven't seen Bone Temple. You
gotta see it.
It
I
really
will.
lands
I will.
everything that's in this movie,
Hell
because
yeah.
he abandons a lot of the niceness here, the amicability.
It basically
he might be even better in Bone Temple.
He might
Wow.
be, bro. It's a bigger role, I feel like. Like
It is.
it's him and Rafe like right down the middle in terms of the backpack of it.
Yeah.
Only other thing I would say is the invitation in. Maybe my favorite plot device this year. Like everything
It was awesome.
hinges on it, and it works so incredibly well. Like, from the moment you realize they can't get in until the moment they are ultimately invited in. It's just like this. It works perfectly.
Yeah, and I love the violence. I love the violence of the vampires. You know, I love that, like, they didn't hold that back at all. It's like, you're getting fucking chomped by these people, but
Yeah.
I agree. The invitation and like just I mean, how much of the movie was like so involved in the whole process of just like basically dealing with them at the door and like pretty much, can we like just nobody let them in and like obviously, eventually somebody's going to let them in. And I thought the way that they got to that point was good.
I love one-day movies. Like where shit goes down in 24
Great
hours,
take.
and there's a stake at hand. I just watched Mikey and Nicky. It's a 1970s movie, but it's there's a lot of inspiration from Marty Supreme, and like the Safdies take a lot of inspiration from that because they do a lot of like anxiety-driven movies too. But that's 24 hours, right? And it's one day where these two friends are trying to not get killed by the Italian mob, but this aspect of you have 24 hours to spend time with these characters, it's incredible. Also, Delroy Lindo, one of the best fucking actors working right now. They found these like underrated, underappreciated actors in Wunmi Mosaku too, who I believe got nominated. I think she's
supporting actress.
So like those two actors, they pull so much from, I don't know, just bringing life to this film in the B plots of the story where you care about it, you understand what their stakes are, and it just adds such an awesome element to it. They're so good, man.
Yeah.
I will
and Miles Caton was dope.
Yeah.
It's crazy he learned to like sing and play guitar for this movie, right? Like he was like an R&B hip hop artist before this, right?
That is sick.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
In the screenplay of this, the moment where they're like, y'all clan, I really like, it says parentheses, Remick is genuinely offended by this. And so that's a great, I mean, it's just it's one of the best movies of the year. It's an incredible movie, dude.
It is. It really is. Next on the list, Frankenstein. What did we think of this one?
I thought it was overhated. That's how I'll frame it. I think a lot of people, because the worst best,
I actually read this one. I read this book.
It's on my shelf. I haven't read it yet. Well, I read
had
it
to read
in
it in high school.
Yeah,
I read it. That's what I was. It's a cop out. I read it in high school too.
Fucking fake reader. Oh my god.
I don't know how to read. I've said that like 40 times in this podcast.
Well, that's crazy because you know so many. Well, you could read numbers and stuff, and then you have
read
Logan.
numbers.
Darko DPM right there.
Exactly. I have everybody's Darko DPM regression memorized.
Yeah, I don't know. It seemed like the discourse around these nominations were that it was either F1 or Frankenstein is the worst movie here. And I don't know. Like, maybe that's true because the rest of the field is so strong. I would talk about Hamnet a little bit as well. But I think... I liked Frankenstein well enough. Like, I would have it in the middle tier of the movies. I wouldn't have it full bottom.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
I don't know. I don't know that Frankenstein's a bottom. I mean, logistically, he's pretty big and powerful. So I don't know.
You're kind of book by cover, you know. Like, it's
Well,
not,
you haven't
right,
watched
actually, I don't
Wuthering Heights yet because
he's a bottom, and
I would love to talk about Wuthering Heights, dude. Holy shit, that fucking
hopefully for
sucked.
next year,
that was
dude.
terrible.
You talk
Holy
about
crap.
you talk about a garbage adaptation.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like dog shit. Truthfully, unequivocally dog shit movie. Anyways,
Horrible.
We'll save that for next year if it gets somehow nominated for something.
It probably will for something.
I was gonna say maybe cinematography or just costume design or something.
I just think if it's got no
costume
motion,
design
no,
was
like,
preposterous. Like for the time. Like, oh man.
Oh, it was insane, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, speaking of cinematography and costume design, Frankenstein should get a lot of love in that category.
Yeah. Very cool.
If there's one thing that Guillermo del Toro does well, it's we are going to production design the shit out of this movie and make it feel like this world completely exists. I thought it was great in that aspect. I thought, like, compared to the book, the story of Frankenstein is done so much, and we already know so much about it that I came away just like, all right, well, I wasn't really surprised by anything that happened in this. I wasn't blown back by, like, whatever was happening with any sort of character in this movie. I sort of knew what was going to go down, and you just accept it for what it is. That part, I think, hurts it when you're discussing with all these other movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it went above and beyond in any way. I don't think there was anything that it really excelled at, other than maybe like the production design. I mean, I thought all the sets were very cool. Like, I definitely
Yeah.
felt very transported in that way. And I liked that it took its time. Like, I enjoyed that about it, honestly. I liked sort of how sweeping the scope of it was, of like, yeah, we're pretty much going to cover everything, at least as best as I remember the book. Like, they pretty much covered everything.
They did, yeah.
I did appreciate that it was, like, pretty faithful in that way. I did think Elordi was good. I've been an Elordi enjoyer. After Wuthering Heights, we may need to revisit some things.
Okay.
But I thought that he was good in this. Like, I thought all the performances were good. I love a little Christoph Waltz. I thought Oscar Isaac was really good, honestly.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what like I would really criticize about this movie. Like, okay, Jack, as someone who is more on film Twitter, you say it's overhated. What has it been getting hated on? So I can get in my hater mindset. Because this to me was more so just like a B- kind of movie. Not anything really wrong, just not like anything really exceptional.
I don't know. Like I don't remember any of the specific like talking points. Maybe I don't think people liked Oscar Isaac's performance the way you two do. Like I
Really?
think
Yeah.
he was
I
pretty,
think
like,
it's
very,
because
it's ham
over the top, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He's an insane professor type guy.
Well, yeah, but what
yeah.
the fuck? I mean,
That's
what are
part
you
of it.
I don't
supposed
know.
to do?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
saw
character.
it and
yeah,
I
how
was
dare
like,
you, Jack?
That's enough.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Jack, hey, save your fucking shitty opinions for some other podcast,
It's not
man.
mine,
Your opinion,
dude.
your opinion. Well, why'd you say it then? Came out of your mouth,
Dude,
unless that was AI.
I
Fuck.
like-
Was that AI?
Yeah, I got freaking deep faked mid pod, dude. Damn. it.
Fuck.
I like Elordi's. I would say, almost loved Elordi's performance here. Like I'm very very high on it. I think. I don't like. I mean, I didn't love Christoph Waltz in this, or some of the other performances. I thought they were just fine. But I think Elordi is so enrapturing to watch. Do the? Can you guys hear these sirens?
Yeah, they're
We
coming
can,
for
but
you.
it adds to
God
the.
fucking
It,
damn
it
they're
adds to the
after
monologue.
me 'cause
Keep
I
cook.
criticize.
Yeah, it's the fucking thought police. They're coming for you.
I was enraptured. He does the, well, I
No,
guess
you're
Emma
about to get raptured by the police
Yeah.
on behalf of Christ.
He does the Poor Things arc. Well, she does the Frankenstein arc of like she was just born, she doesn't know anything. We watch her the entire scope of like becoming an adult human being who thinks and feels and everything. I thought that was my favorite part of the movie. Like
Yeah.
the production design highlights everything. It makes it very fun to look at, but every time we got back to Elordi flexing his chops, I was like, hey, this is an impressive performance.
It's objectively a good story. I mean, there's a reason it's one of like the most classic works of all time. Like it's a great concept, and I don't know. I thought it mostly executed.
I would say like if we're gonna do an NBA comp here, it's like if this is too stacked of a year. There's the Jokic greatest season of all time happening here. There's SGA's greatest mid-range scoring season. Like all of those are happening this year with one battle after another in Sinners. If this was a weak movie year, you could maybe argue Frankenstein is one of the best movies. But it's just there are so many good movies this year that you can't put it in that conversation.
Yeah.
I thought Mia Goth was good.
It's the
I think
Jaylen Brown
anything
MVP.
spooky-
Okay.
Sorry.
That's
Anyways,
fair.
Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a fair comparison. Yeah. I don't know that there's ever a year where this is like top of the list. But
Sure.
like if you take out severely COVID impacted years, but I did think it was good. I watched it. I enjoyed it. How about Hamnet? A little bit of hate, a peppering of hate coming from Jack's mouth just a few moments ago. And can I tell you something? I'm here to hear you out.
Yeah.
I
Me too.
didn't hate Hamnet.
Well, just take that again and say I hated Hamnet
I
so
hated
much
Hamnet.
so it can go
I
viral, so
fucking
we can get a
Paul
viral clip.
Mescal, fake. Jesse Buckley. I hate people with big teeth who can't close their mouth. That's not me at all, dude. The kid actor was bad. The Hawk actor was worse. I hated everything about this movie. No,
All right,
Hawk
chill
actor.
on the Hawk, bro.
Chill on the Hawk. No. I thought it was like good. I thought Jesse Buckley was very clearly the strongest part of this movie, and I was not surprised that Paul Mescal didn't get a supporting actor nom, where it was just. And I did. One of the criticisms I saw of this movie was there was like a lot of MCUification of things Shakespeare is famous for. Him like being on the edge of the pier or whatever, and being like, to be or not to be, like doing.
Yeah.
I was
oh
like,
God.
okay, dude, I got it. But I think the ending was strong. I think the few scenes that we got with the family all together towards like in the first third of the movie, that was like the strongest part of it for me outside of the ending. And yeah, I don't know. This is one I'm not mad at just because it seems like such a movie that the Academy would like. Like I understand that this is going to be here.
It's just a little too self-serious for my taste. Like, that's really all it comes down to. A movie like this where, like, it's so sincere for the entirety of whatever it was, more than 2 hours.
Only 2
Just
hours,
not my
5 minutes,
favorite.
which, like,
Felt
honestly,
longer. Felt longer.
It did, yes.
It did feel longer. Yeah.
And, like,
you know what?
I respect the intensity. I respect all, like, the deeply emotional moments. And I did think Jessie Buckley was very good.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, we will get to this, but she's probably the landslide going to win Best Actress. The part that was weird for me, and again, spoiler alert here, but once Hamnet dies, right, and Shakespeare comes and sees the death of his child, feels like he moves on really quickly, where he's like, all right, I got to go back to London. See you guys later. And that felt very inorganic compared to how much he cared about his family to start. How much he
But
was
didn't
like
you
locked
think
in,
that
you know?
was like I need to throw myself into my work because I'm so fucking tormented by what
Yes.
happened here and I want to be away from it?
It was, but I don't know if that came. Maybe that's a Paul Mescal thing where it just didn't come off to me in the performance that he did that. But that's the part where I felt the pacing was weird. You know, we got to a
Interesting.
point where, like, we didn't see them grieve as much as I thought we would see them grieve. You know,
Interesting.
we spent more time with them establishing the family versus the second half where I thought we would spend just more time dealing with them being sad, you know?
Interesting. I thought actually the depiction of grief, which is obviously kind of like the whole point of the movie, I did think that was pretty strong. Like, I think Jessie Buckley, obviously. Now, I do have a couple notes. The scene where she goes to see Hamlet performed, it was just so fucking annoying to me how she's like shouting out from the crowd. I'm like, girl, you know what a play is. Your husband is William Shakespeare. Like, you know this isn't an interactive, this isn't a two-way thing. This is written. These are performers.
And she kept doing it. Like, it was
kept doing
constant.
what?
Yeah.
That's my son. Don't say his name. It's like, well, yeah, your husband wrote this. So that was kind of annoying to me. But other than that, I thought, for the most part, like, it was like hard to watch in the right way, right? It was hard to watch in the way of like, ooh, this is a mother who's been torn apart by, you know, the death of her son. And then I did think the Shakespeare response to me was very realistic from a man to begin with, particularly of that time, particularly
never
somebody
do
who
that
like
if my freaking
excels in
son
his
died.
work.
I would be sad
Yeah.
about it publicly.
Yeah, but like he got angry. He got angry and he said, I need to throw myself into something else. And, you know, when like the actors weren't perfectly delivering their lines, he was like, hey, you little fuckers,
He got
you
whiplash,
suck.
dude. He went
Yeah.
freaking, yeah.
He
I liked
did. He
it.
got in that mode. And I'm like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. And I thought that it did all of that well. So I guess my only thing is like, yeah, it's just a super serious movie and like maybe a little overly sentimental for me. But I thought, honestly, the scene when he comes home and he's like, oh my God, my daughter's alive. And it's like, psych, get pump faked. Like, I thought that was a great scene. I thought the brother-sister relationship was honestly really good. I thought that was very sweet. Like, I really bought that. It was a good movie. It was a well-made movie.
Yeah.
I guess it's just like not my favorite thing.
I really enjoyed, there was a shot where like they went from, I don't know, dead body of Hamnet or whatever. It cuts to the attic where the twins slept, and there's one
and it's
bed,
an empty room.
and there's one, the bed has
Yeah.
been replaced by a desk or something. And it was just like, fuck. So
Yeah.
yeah, I agree.
Well
I feel
shot,
like
looked good.
well directed, well made, technically good. Just I don't know, it didn't get me going the way some of these others did.
Yeah, no, very fair. It seems like none of us loved it, but I don't know if there's really anything to hate here unless you're like, fuck kids, fuck their parents if they die. Which, you know, it's certainly
And
an opinion to have.
fuck playhouses, dude. I'm not trying to go freaking theater.
No, we're trying to get serious and grind. And how about you add a little bit of shareholder value? That's what I
The
would say.
MCUification of William Shakespeare, like the little,
I mean, that
the
was
little Romeo and
crazy.
Juliet in the middle, where he's like, "Damn, Juliet," you know. He's just adding that in. I was like, "Come on, bro."
Come on.
There were a couple moments of that. And then, I don't know. Do you guys think at the end when like they pull up to London to see the play and they're like, we're looking for William Shakespeare. Do you think that was supposed to be
I
like
did
a
see
moment?
some people upset that I like. So to me, it's like obviously that wasn't supposed to be a moment, but like,
That's what I thought. I'm like,
if someone doesn't know about the stuff, I like it's treated
big
by
city.
the movie that way a little bit. Like it's treated. There's like
Right,
a
but
hang after.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
my interpretation was more so like the movie knows that we all get it. They're not like there's no reason for them to say
for that scene
this
to
is
be there.
William Shakespeare before then, and then when they say that, it's like, well, yeah, now they're trying to find him in a new place, and it's like they can't just be like, hey, where's Will? So like,
Yeah.
I don't know. My girlfriend after was like, was that supposed to be a moment? Because like if so, that's really stupid. And I was like, I don't think so. I don't think it was. But yeah, there were a couple moments, I guess, that there was one other in my head that. Whatever. Yeah, there were a couple a little on the nose moments.
Go
but
watch
whatever.
the movie yourself, people.
Go watch the movie yourself,
You'll
you
see
fucking
it.
freaks. You fucking freaks.
cares?
How about the movie in the most beautiful language the world has ever known, Sentimental
right.
Value?
Oh,
I thought it. Oh wait, you just watched this, right, Jack?
I did. I watched this 2 days ago.
Okay.
So
Fresh
I
in
went.
mind.
I went Sentimental Value, Blue Moon, Hamnet over the course of 3 days.
Nice.
Sentimental Value was like. I felt like I don't know, like I liked the arc that we underwent and everything, and I got like all of the narrative beats of it. And this is just like, maybe it's like TikTokification of my brain, attention span, whatever. It did felt like it took a long time to be like, maybe your maybe he's not so different from you, and you're both not so different from his mom, and it's this thing that permeates all of you. Which, like, I don't know. For some people, maybe that will do it. But even as far as sad films go, I wasn't like, I don't know. When this, like, it's good. I understand why it's here. Probably lower middle tier for me, though.
I didn't find it as sad, but I did like I mean, if we're comparing it to, I mean, I would compare it to Hamnet in the way that it's like, how are you going to channel your grief into art and creativity? And then I thought Sentimental Value did a better job of that, truthfully, because
I agree.
it's a family that goes through that emotional baggage in their own different ways. Like the dad is obviously going through it in his own way. The two daughters are attacking it in a different way. And it's like, how do you untangle that mess of family through your own creativity? And then also, how does that impact your own outlook on life, relationships, love, whatever? So I thought that part was really cool. I actually, while I was watching this like a month ago, I was also reading the script. So I did like a read along as I was doing it. And the script is very different from the actual movie, where there's more flashbacks to early. I forgot Stellan Skarsgård's name in this film.
Oh, it's like
but
it's a
Gustav.
crazy
Gustav.
name.
Yeah, it's Gustav, right? So like there's a lot more flashbacks to young Gustav and his mom and them dealing with, like living in that house earlier. There's just more flashback content to give us context.
Yeah.
They took out a lot of the context and made you infer those things, which I'm not mad at. I think it's cool to treat the audience smart.
I
But
thought we got enough where it's like she got
I
tortured
agree.
and then killed herself. And I was
Yeah,
like, I would
yeah.
too. Shit. Like, that's a tough life, man.
yeah. But
I'm gonna kill myself when they introduce the fucking AI Academy Awards.
hey,
So
hey,
hey, the
Gonna
bar for
take
me
a
is
lot
pretty
less
low.
than that to
Hey,
get you
yeah,
going.
just give me one reason. Give me one reason. Torture? Oh my god, that's like fucking.
Yeah,
that's
no.
overkill, honestly.
Incredible performance-driven movies, and I like. Obviously, Stellan was really good, and then Elle Fanning, again, not to
Good?
just keep referring to film Twitter discourse, but a lot of people didn't like her. I was surprised to see her nominated.
That's surprising
here,
to me. Wow.
But I did enjoy the performance. I thought it was really good in a like hammy American. Like obviously
Exactly.
she's supposed to stick out and be like a duck
But-
out of water.
Also, like, not so dumb that like she doesn't get the picture of what's going on, right? Like she does her dumb stuff. She comes over with maybe this naive perspective, and then she's like, "Hey, isn't it kind of silly that this movie is in English? Like, don't you want this in your language?" And then
Why'd you ask
when
me to
she
dye
tries
my
to do
hair
the
like
accent,
your daughter?
exactly, like she puts it all together and gets to a place of like awareness and self-respect where she's like, this isn't for me. I shouldn't be a part of this. So I thought, yes, absolutely. Like there's sort of that perspective of, oh, here's kind of the dumb American surrogate, like alternative to the person who should be playing this role, his daughter. But I also thought there was enough nuance to her character and her performance where like she had a good arc and I thought had some memorable moments. So I thought she was good. I think performances are a real strong point of this one, which is pretty essential because obviously it is a very grounded, realistic, like, exploration of all these family dynamics and trauma and how art can help you deal with all that stuff. So, like, you need really good performances. Stellan Skarsgård, goated, good in everything, great in this. And I thought that Renata Reinsva, I thought that she was really good. I thought that she was very charming. Like, she was the best part of this movie, I would
Agreed.
say. Stellan was
Yeah,
really
yeah.
good, but, like, she just got it all, and I felt like we really saw the movie through her eyes. And so, like, I thought it really accomplished everything that it wanted to. This is the kind of movie that I like. I liked the pacing. I didn't think that it was slow to the point where it's like we're overly laboring this point or anything. Like, I just thought it was a very natural progression of things, and I liked that it took its time in every scene. And yeah, I thought this was good. I mean, it wasn't my favorite movie of the year, but I definitely enjoyed it.
So it's kind of funny to me. I think this Sentimental Value, Secret Agent, and Hamnet kind of all feel like a Venn diagram of types of movies where you're exploring the past, you're exploring history, you're exploring art, and also there's a connection of, how do I word this? Like, looking at things from different points of view. From Hamnet, obviously, there's like the different family members. Sentimental Value, it's the different family members, and then from Secret Agent, it's the flashbacks and flash forwards, right? I just liked how Sentimental Value tackled that more than I liked how Hamnet and Secret Agent tackled it. But it's just, I think it's just depends on your taste. You
I
know?
also just think the characters were more interesting. I like, especially compared to Hamnet. I thought in Hamnet the characters were much more one-dimensional. Of
I
like,
agree. Yeah.
I am sort of I'm the nature girl, I'm outcast, and now I'm really sad because my kid died. And like, I'm William Shakespeare, and I'm in love with this girl, and now I'm doing my art thing, and now I'm doing my angry art thing because my kid died. Whereas like this, it's
And I'm
like
tortured. Yeah, exactly.
yeah, whereas this, it's like you have this, obviously, like, so many complicated family dynamics that are like really much better explored and developed and like just more nuanced. And then it's like you have two extremely gifted family members artistically, but both of them have their heavy baggage in their own ways. And like, I just felt like we got all of that. She was a really great protagonist. I thought she was a very complex yet understandable character where you're like, she might make a crazy decision. She might say something crazy, but you're like, yeah, that's totally in line. Like, everybody just felt so real. And I think that's an accomplishment when you make a movie that, you know, does involve this many big characters and like everybody's arc and persona really makes sense and the performances really nail that. So I thought it was a very like three-dimensional sort of complete movie.
I really
in that
even
way.
liked the younger sister. I thought stood out.
She was great. She got a nom too.
She's
right?
nominated too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
So
I
they
thought,
loaded this movie up.
Yeah, like
I think it's the third most nominated or fourth most.
I mean,
nominated
it seems
this
like
year.
it's scrolling
Yeah.
through. There's like a ton of nominations for everything, and so
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like
Well,
the
they've
younger
got
sister, like,
4 actor performances, right?
well, yeah, it should be Elle Fanning, the lead actress, the sister,
Renata,
and then
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, damn, bro. Yeah, it isn't. There's a ton of incredible performances here, and I don't know. Like, I didn't mean to come on too strong. Sentimental Value people. Like, it's just.
That's all good, bro. We're
It's
canceling
not for me. Well, don't.
It's all
Dude.
good. It's all good, bro. We remember what you said about their language and how they just go blurb, blurb, blurb. We remember it.
Hey.
You know what it is? How you feel about Sentimental Value is exactly how I feel about Secret Agent. Yeah.
That's all right.
Feels-
Well,
it
to
feels
each
the
their own. I mean, at least we feel this way about movies that, you know, are more on the periphery. Like, it's tough to come in with a hot take about a movie that like sweeps
Yeah,
everything. And
Yeah. Well, speaking of a movie that might sweep everything, one battle after another.
let me.
Hell
I'll
yeah.
do it. Let me.
Hell
There
yeah.
we go. Yeah.
Yeah,
one-
honestly,
one
Go
sweep
ahead.
the
after
first
another,
appropriate,
baby.
the first appropriate
That's
use of a
right.
fucking reaction animation.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, what is there? I don't
What
know.
a banger.
It's
Yeah.
incredible. My favorite movie of the year. A pretty polarizing movie, just in terms of there's a lot of very complex characters who are flawed in this movie and
Yeah.
do things that, you know, not everybody is going to agree with or whatever. But
Yep.
an incredibly just like a quintessential PTA movie too, in terms of like the character. Everybody's a memorable character. The dialogue's incredibly snappy. We are constantly fucking moving, and it's anchored by like just an all-time. I mean, Leo, not my favorite guy, obviously, but like an all-timer performance from him. Like
GOAT.
just crazy.
Yeah. No, he's the GOAT, dude. And like, we're gonna get to Best Actor. I don't think he's going to win. I think that is going to be criminal.
Dude, I don't know, man.
I want him. I think he will. I think he will.
That would be awesome.
So I watched the phone call scene again like 2 nights ago. Just the 20 minutes of him on the phone with whoever the hell his name was.
Oh, Comrade Josh.
Comrade Josh.
Yeah,
Comrade
Josh.
Josh.
Dude.
I'm calling it a Black Hawk 6 or whatever. That is.
I fucking got him. I got him. I'm calling it up. And I love like such a funny movie. One of the hardest I've laughed in theater.
It's so funny.
All year is the cut to Comrade Josh, and he's simultaneously like a 50-year-old man who's being like, "You don't have the right password, sir," and it's just like, "Oh my god."
You really should know this.
But maybe you should have
the
studied
comedic timing is
text.
fucking incredible.
Oh my god.
Like one of the funniest movies, I don't know, ever. Is that too much? Like, I think Sean Penn gives maybe my favorite minute-to-minute acting performance of all time. It's like the way that people talk about like Heath Ledger's Joker, of like he's only in the movie for 14 minutes, but every single second he's on screen, he steals it. Like, that's what Sean Penn does in this movie. I don't know if I've ever seen like such a perfect transformation into like such an absurd character, yet played to the point of like hitting all of these great comedic moments in a way that like feels totally authentic and real. He was outstanding. And then the world that he is a part of, like, again, not to be like another movie for the moment, but like this and Begonia are that, right? Where like obviously they are very much addressing kind of this fucking chaotic state that we're in right now and all these different clashing things. And just did it so well. In the fucking Christmas Adventurers, bro, like that's the best aesthetic for like fucking Nazis that I've ever seen. You know, like I fucking love what they did with those guys, and everything was funny and in a way that was always totally like authentic to the characters and to the world. And I just love that. Like, that's why I have trouble with like a super self-serious movie like a Hamnet or something, because I'm like, you know, people laugh in life all the time, right? Like, there's just, I understand what you're trying to accomplish here, but when a movie can accomplish, like, we're going to hit all of this serious stuff, we're going to get through this important message that we want to get, we're going to do all of that, and then we're also just going to make this feel like true to the real world, where like so many people are stupid and like constantly doing unintentionally funny stuff. Like, this movie just gets an absolute 10 out of 10 on that. I thought it was PTA's best work ever. I love PTA. He's one of my favorites, and I thought this was like truly his masterpiece.
This is also the other perfect movie for me, like of the year. I think it's genuinely one of the best movies of all time. Like, that's how
I agree.
How good of a movie it is. And to your point about PTA, I did a PTA binge after I watched One Battle After Another, and I kind of went through all of the old movies, and it might be his best ever, which is crazy to say for a guy who obviously Magnolia, There Will Be Blood. I rewatched The Master, and I really like that, and that was a very interesting take on like the cult vibe of America during that era. I think the thing with One Battle After Another that really helps it is that you could also portion it out into segments, right? The first segment is the old revolutionaries and the mistakes that they made and how they failed at essentially being revolutionary in any sort of way. And then there's this very intricate father-daughter story that we carry throughout. That, to me, makes it like you could get any sort of viewing experience watching this. Much like Sinners, where there's two different movies we're watching here at the same time, you could sit down and watch any portion of this. The last hour, the first 20 minutes of this, the midpoint where he's on the phone, and you could just jump in right there and
that's
enjoy
what I've been saying. Like, I wish this movie made me wish cable was still like a serious thing, because like flipping channels and getting you hear like
so
Dirty
good, bro.
Work flips on, and you're like, we're only 20 minutes into, I'm here for the rest of the afternoon.
I'm here.
Like, that would be so sick.
The enjoyability factor is a 10 out of 10. The watchability of this movie, every single portion is so enjoyable and so well done. All the revolution shit is fucking dynamic, right? Like, the entire time that Tiana Taylor is on screen, you're like gripped by her, and then she's just gone. And yet it's like she totally served her purpose, and the movie is every bit as amazing.
And
she does loom,
all the time,
Right. Ah, man, like there's so many different moments. No movie, it's not even close, honestly, has stuck in my mind like this one when I just think about like the impact that it had, and again, how much I enjoyed all these different fucking settings and moments and characters and phase of the movie. Benicio del Toro is just fucking like unbelievable in this movie. He's
Suave as
so
fuck,
awesome.
man. So cool.
And Leo, God, it's his best work ever. I believe
Can I
that
just-
too.
You know, the thing about Leo, he's had like 3 or 4 movies in a row where he is the schleb, like just like the absolute what the hell, you are a loser of the world type of thing. I think this was the best version of that, right? Don't Look Up is one of those. Killers of the Flower Moon is like that, and this is, I think this is the pinnacle.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is
Once
like
Upon a
really
Time
like that.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree.
This era of Leo is good. I agree he's not the greatest human
awesome.
being, but this era is just, he cooks. He cooks, dude. You know?
Like this movie, it's, I don't know. Like if you take anything else and compare it, like the action at the beginning stacks up with everything else I saw this year. The funny moments throughout this movie are the best. Like it's funnier than anything else I saw this year. The part where the trackers fucking sync up at the end when they're coming over the hill and it becomes the score of the movie it's like genuinely the most emotional I was watching a movie this year.
Unreal.
Like the piano, oh my god, dude, it's fucking
the best.
crazy.
The chase scene, that's one of my favorite chase dramatic tension scenes ever. Just like the construction of that, of you never know what's coming over the fucking hill, and you're just rolling in the dunes, and you're rolling in the dunes, and it's not a single turn is taken, right? Like there's none of those classic elements of action and big crazy turns, whatever. Like you're just building and building to this moment.
Score
There's that constant uncertainty, and the score is there. And I love the way that it's shot. I love like how fucking low to the ground you feel like you are. I mean, like there's so many
ways.
Things.
No, go ahead. Cook, brother.
Oh no,
cook.
you cook.
Yeah.
I'm glazing. I can't stop myself from glazing this movie. Like I feel like we haven't even really gotten into what Leo does in this performance, because we've seen him do the fucking schmuck, washed up loser, right? But we've never seen him do that in a way that is like also deeply lovable. Because in Killers of the Flower Moon, he's a bad guy.
Yes.
Like in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, he is a complete irredeemable loser who like has nothing. He's not insidious, but it's just like, boy, this guy is just a fucking loser.
No redeemable quality. Yeah.
In this, it's like, what is so awesome is, yes, he is washed up. Yes, he's a fool. Yes, at every possible turn where you think, oh, our hero's going to do something cool, he either does something totally wrong or like just barely fumbles his way through it. But all the while, like, he's trying to do good. It all comes from a place of good. It comes from a place of love for his daughter. Like, he deeply, deeply cares about her. He comes from a place of deeply caring about the world, and, you know, definitely got disenchanted about that somewhere along the line. But, like, I just thought it was so phenomenal in that way of like, yeah, this is an absolutely hilarious performance, and also I love this guy so much. It's one of my favorite movie characters ever, and like, I just think the performance to me, Timothy, so good, but it's like another level of nuance, and the highs that he hits in this movie to me are just higher in terms of how much I'm like, that's just one of the best things I've ever seen on screen.
I know. What does he say to when the daughter is getting taken to the dance and he calls the boy in the car up to the door and he's like,
oh my God,
he
that
says
is so
like,
funny.
what's up,
You little
essay
freak.
or homeboy?
Yeah, he
or
calls him
something.
essay. No, he says essay.
Yeah.
What's good, essay?
Yeah, what's good? And then he like and this isn't even Leo. The delivery of the kid back to him where he's like,
yeah,
oh fuck you or whatever, and the kid just goes, what? And then they leave. It's so fucking good. And
bro,
like,
what is he calls him? Oh my God. he calls him a little freak or something. I forget what the exact line is. That's like one of the funniest scenes.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much, man.
I liked when it really, like, I don't know, it took off. I was 140 beats per minute the whole time. But when she survives, like the white supremacist, the real shootout, and the car chase begins, and you hear she opens the car door, and the car ignition chime becomes the piano that has followed you through the whole movie.
Yeah.
I mean, like that, I literally like hit the lean forward meme, and I was like, oh my god, dude,
Bro.
It's crazy.
I literally feel like you can point to any scene, which like we're damn near doing, but like the entire time that she pulls up to the fucking convent or whatever, the church, like
dude,
the scene where she and Sean Penn are one-on-one.
The roof, I like the way he shot and lit the background of that scene to make it be these shadows that are jumping.
They look
over
like the Ninja Turtles, dude.
They
it's
look
crazy.
like the Ninja Turtles, which is incredible. But like that if you go and watch old school movies like in the 50s and 60s, they had to do those things to make it look cool.
Right.
This is just, it throws you back into that, like, this world looks awesome. Like objectively, everything he does, it looks incredible. Also, the in that scene where he falls down and hits the tree and literally lands. Apparently, they did that. They didn't, like, he fell.
Wow.
And they found a way to mask it so that he only falls halfway and then he falls another halfway. I don't know exactly.
Well, because it's one shot from that to the taser. So that
Exactly,
in the movie, I was like, how the fuck did they do that, dude?
Yeah.
There's so much stuff like that.
Bro,
Also,
Felon
they got
that's perfect.
They got actors that weren't actors in this too, which is kind of freaky. Like the dude who does the investigations for the military
I'm
is
scared.
not an actor.
He's
He is
horrifying.
a real person who interrogates people, and it's
I
fucking
believe
scary.
that.
The nurse in there is also not an actor. She just goes out and she's a nurse, and so that part is very, very cool.
Yeah, I mean, this is I don't know. Like, this is I loved Sinners, and like any other year, Sinners would really nuke the field. Like, it's crazy the kind like for this to be here, and yeah, I don't know. It's just such a great year.
I'm kind of curious how they split the awards.
I agree, because I want to talk Best Actor next, because the movies are good. The Best Actor category is like
Loaded.
It might be the strongest category I have ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, especially since
It's
we
loaded.
started doing this, it's fucking crazy.
I do want to give a shout out to Chase Infinity. She doesn't get a nom or anything, but I thought this was a very good sort of breakout performance from her. I thought she
100%.
was like very good at, I don't know, I just felt like there was a lot of contained moments from her in this performance where like everything that she needs to say is kind of just on her face, and you're watching her as like a relatively innocent character just get pulled into like this absolutely fucking ridiculous world and so much peril, and like she has to really boss up and fend for herself, and she does a great job of that. And you know, I think the moment where like he emerges, right, and he is like when she just took out fucking Christmas Adventurer boy, and you know she's making him say the fucking Green Acres and whatever like that moment I thought was very, very powerful. I loved their father-daughter relationship. I thought that shit was unbelievable. I loved all of the people we're supposed to love in this movie, and all the people who are evil, I was still like, you're evil, but you're fucking awesome to watch. Like, you are electric to watch on screen. So, yeah, this is one of my 10 favorite movies ever. Like, I absolutely love this movie. I might go rewatch it right after this. I think its rewatchability factor is, like, through the moon. So, with all that being said, we'll circle back to actually make our best picture pick. We'll wrap up this puppy with that one. Let's start with Best Actor, Jack, like you were saying. So the nominees, we've got Michael B. Jordan, we've got Timothée Chalamet, we've got Leo, we've got Wagner Moura, and then we've got Ethan Hawke, Blue Moon. I have to say I did not see Blue Moon, so consider me unqualified.
I have not watched
It is so loud outside my house right now.
Yeah, they're coming for you.
They're coming for you.
You look
This is like the scene Leo, right? Where they're like, hey, look, they're coming.
Fucking
Bro,
Lockjaw
the
is
scene where he
coming
has
to
to
my
lock
house.
in. Oh my god, that scene is so fucking goated. Oh, I love that movie.
I will really genuinely recommend Blue Moon to both of you. I thought it was going to be kind of an annoying movie, but I wanted to talk about Ethan Hawke. I wanted to be able to like see if he is just as good as everyone else in this category. It's fucking crazy. He plays one half of a songwriting duo in the early 1900s that splits up and he plays the loser of the split up, and the winner writes the play Oklahoma, which goes on to be a huge fucking success. And it's on the night. It's one night in a bar. It's on the night of the debut of Oklahoma, and it's literally just Ethan Hawke cooking with like an incredible what is it? The script, an incredible script, incredible dialogue for like an hour and a half. Like he just fucking rips the whole time. It is a very good movie.
Hell yeah.
I don't think
love
he'll win,
Ethan Hawke.
but like
Yeah,
I do
Ethan
think
Hawke's
it's very
awesome,
much
yeah.
worth a watch. Just because like once I finished that, I was like this category is fucking wild.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait, let me ask you this. Since we just caped over No Other Choice to start this thing, would you go Ethan Hawke or would you go the guy from No Other Choice?
I would go Lee Byung-hun. I would.
Okay.
Because I like that movie more, and I think it's tough though because this movie.
Because having not watched Blue Moon, I'm like, oh, he has to be in that spot. You know what I mean?
Like, the Blue Moon sits very square. Like, it is Ethan Hawke, and it is people interacting with him, and it's nothing else. Like, it's a very traditional Best Actor case. But I like No Other Choice more, and I'm very angry that it didn't get anything. And so, yeah, I don't know. I would just default to that answer on everything. I'm like, can we get some love for No Other Choice, please?
Valid.
Yeah.
Valid. So who's the pick, gentlemen?
I want Leo.
Me too.
I'm good with Leo too, man. I'm good.
But who do we think will win?
I mean, it feels like Timmy, right? I don't know. I'm not tapped in. I just know that Timmy's winning everything, and Timmy's going on a crazy PR tour, bro. Every day I'm getting fucking YouTube videos of him doing French media, and I'm watching it. I need to get my French reps in, and, you know, I'm going to like watching Timmy. He's a fun guy to watch. I love Timmy. I think he's like a very likable fellow and a great actor, but I
think
just
he
think
will
Leo's
win.
better.
Yeah, I think Timmy will win, but I think Leo had the better performance. As crazy as that sounds, because I think Marty also, like, Timmy is on screen for 99% of that movie. You know, to carry a 2 hour and whatever movie that, and with that type of like, we're moving all the time and we're following this one character for 99.9% of it, that's really hard to do. So I don't know. I wouldn't be mad at all if Timmy wins this thing.
There's just like a warmth and a humor to Leo's performance that I just prefer. Like, I don't know. I guess it does come down to a matter of preference. I think that, like, obviously their characters are so fundamentally different, but, like, as much as Timmy nails, like, the fucking uber ambitious, horny, young guy, and, like, there are funny moments, it feels like that is, like, such an ambitious young man's performance, whereas Leo's is, like, such a realized, I've already done it, I've already won this, that, like, this is the point I'm at in my life, and, like, I don't know, I think sort of the characters parallel the actors in that way, and I just think it's kind of a more effortlessly great performance, what Leo does to me, and it just feels more authentic, I guess.
I do think there's a chance Michael B. Jordan wins. Like I said, I would pick Leo, and I did enjoy Leo's performance more, but like someone mentioned it, I don't know how the shit's gonna get split up. And if you told me, hey, best picture, one battle after another, best director, PTA, but Michael B. Jordan gets best actor, like I think I think it could get split up on any number of axes. I don't know, like, I think it's between those three. Shout out to Ethan Hawke and shout out to Wagner Moura. But like, I do think it's Chalamet, Leo, and like I see the case.
There's a
for
world.
Michael B. Jordan. It's definitely feasible, but like I would be very surprised if that happened.
Smoke and Stack. That's just goated character naming, man. That just rocks. That just rocks.
And
but
the fact that Smoke can't fucking roll his own. Oh my god, bro, it's crazy.
All right, we are all Team Leo, though, for this. I really hope it happens. Like, I don't care at all about all the politics of, like, oh, we got to make this guy wait. We got to make that guy wait. We made Leo wait, so now we should make Timmy wait. Or Leo has one, now Timmy needs one. Like, fuck all of that. Who gave the best performance? I think it was Leo. Okay, Best Actress. I'm firmly Team Emma Stone here.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, where are you, Jack?
I like Emma Stone's performance the most. And so, judging if it's a meritocracy, then I would
Which
go Emma
America
Stone.
is. I don't know if you've heard.
It's actually a constitutional republic. Genius. Maybe you should fucking check it again.
Fuck,
No.
cut that. Fuck.
Jesse Buckley is very interesting here. I haven't seen If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, so I can't speak to the strength of the Rose Byrne performance. But
She's really good.
Yeah, she's
it's
really
crazy.
good in it. Yeah.
I just feel like if the politics rear their head in any of these categories, I do think it would be Emma Stone coming off a Best Actress award so recently for Poor Things. And so,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, to me, it seems like Jesse Buckley has been leading the field, but I don't, like, read the shit. I'm not super tapped
It
into
is.
everything.
Jesse
So,
Buckley does seem like she's going to win this thing, but I would probably go Renata Ronsby.
Oh,
truthfully.
I would
I'm
go
not
with
mad
her
at
over Jesse Buckley. She'd be my second choice.
Yeah, I just think I think like she had a very nuanced performance, and she
100%.
carried that movie in a lot of ways. And like you said, I think Carson earlier, like you see the movie through her, right?
Mm-hmm.
The story is all through her. So, Jesse Buckley does similar things in Hamnet, but I don't know. I think Renata, who
I
I think
agree.
will, Jesse Buckley probably ends up winning. But
Yeah. I think Renata and Emma Stone both just give much more layered, interesting performances. Jesse
Yeah.
Buckley probably gives the most Oscar bait performance you could give. It's like this is a movie about William Shakespeare's life, and she is really, really sad in it, and she like you
in
know,
the super
and there's
cuts where it's
big
like,
moments of great grief.
Yeah, top 10 acting moments. It's like, I've abandoned my boy, and then
Yeah.
like, right after that, it's her mourning. And so,
Right.
yeah, I would to the testament to Renata's performance is that Stellan Skarsgård is like this crazy heavyweight, and every time we cut to him, it felt like I was just waiting to see how it would impact her character.
Yeah.
Like I was waiting, like you guys said, it
Yeah.
revolves around her. I do think carries it. Like Stellan does his stuff, but I just don't think
But
that's
she
his job
cooks.
in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I just think the sharpness of Emma Stone's performance, like, even as she is in this powerless position, like, there are so many moments where you feel like she is in control, and then there's moments where it reverts back the other way, and it's like, oh my God, this person who's always in control all of a sudden, like, is having to deal with this helplessness. And I just feel like there's so many scenes where you're so gripped. Again, and Jesse Plemons deserves credit, but, like, the intensity of their exchanges, the way that you always feel her working for her angle, and, like, it's all so perfectly balanced. And then it all circles back to this place of, like, these hilarious comedic moments at the end of her fucking, using the calculator, trying to get into her closet, fucking the shit she says as an alien, like the line about, I shaved my hair so I couldn't communicate with you guys, like all that stuff. I just think she balances and hits the most. I would love to see Renata win too. Those are my top two. Rose Byrne is really good. It is a brutal watch. That's exactly what she's supposed to do, though. And, like, she carries that movie. She is on screen for 100% of that movie.
Yeah.
Like, talk about seeing a movie all through somebody's eyes. So props.
I did mean
I did
to
not see
single
Song
out.
Sung Blue.
I didn't either. I don't.
Yeah, same.
It can't be bad. So Chase Infinity I would have here, although I don't understand exactly how they differentiate supporting versus leading
lead,
and stuff.
I think
but
she would qualify for leading because there's a lot of the movie that just follows her.
Same. Yeah.
I would
agree.
also Amanda Seyfried, Testament of Anne Lee. I talked before you hopped on, Carson, about going to see this. Like, I can't imagine Kate Hudson is better. I just refuse to believe it. It's a musical, and it is completely carried by Amanda Seyfried. Like, everything revolves around her. The movie, the church literally treats her as the second coming of Jesus Christ and stuff. And so it was an incredible performance. I was really hoping to see the first reformed tag team of her and Ethan Hawke both get nominated because I think they're both so talented. And yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to single it out. It was overall a good movie, but like the performance itself probably stronger than the movie, I would say.
Yeah.
Fair. All right. How about Best Director? The nominees are Chloe Zhao, Ryan Coogler, Joachim Trier, Sentimental Value,
Yeah.
Josh Safdie, and Paul Thomas Anderson.
I think PTA.
PTA is
agree.
going to win this one. Yeah. I think PTA is
And I would say this is the politics favor him here because he's
Yes.
never won.
He's
right?
never won it, and I think that helps him a bunch. Although I wonder how they split this and Screenplay between him and Coogler. Although I think it'll be PTA for sure.
I think it's just like a great movie in terms of direction on every level.
Yeah.
Like technically every decision made is perfect for this movie, and so I just don't know how you really go with anybody else. This is a strong category though. Like I think all of these nominees are worthy. If I were to highlight one strength of Hamnet even, it would probably be direction.
Yeah.
So yeah, lots of good choices, but I'm all in on PTA for this one. Okay. Best Supporting Actress. This is kind of loaded, bro. We got Tiana Taylor. We got Amy Madigan from Weapons. We got Wunmi Mosaku from Sinners. And then we've got Elle Fanning and Inga Eve's daughter, Lilias, from Sentimental Value.
Good shit.
Yeah, that's a crazy
With the
one to read.
pronunciation.
Oh, thank you.
Cook.
Thank
Good
you.
shit
I
with
try.
the
I hope.
fucking category.
I hope, man. You know.
Yeah, no, that is a crazy category. I honestly would go with Inga, by the way. I don't know.
Ooh,
Amy
interesting.
Madigan is incredible. She really is, and I think she probably ends up winning this, truthfully.
Yeah.
But Inga is just, again, the subtlety of the performance is what's getting me with her. That I love a lot. So yeah, I would go there.
They're like opposite ends of the spectrum of like most
Totally.
subtle realistic
Yeah.
performance versus like a biggest, boldest.
Yeah.
But when I think about the best supporting performances, it's like what I said about Sean Penn, right? Do you steal the movie when you're on the screen? And like, holy shit, Amy Madigan steals the movie.
Yeah.
I think Weapons was great for a number of reasons. She is easily the biggest. She was fucking terrifying. She was hilarious. Like, from the moments of her being at the peak of her powers to the moments of her getting, you know, fucking run up on and taken out by a bunch of little kids, like unsettling, all of it. Yeah, I mean, the writing was great for her character too. I love when she's talking about like fucking consumption and stuff, and like she's just this, you know, timeless evil being. But I thought she was perfect. I thought she was outstanding. So it's a pretty easy choice for me. I would go
It's
with
also
her.
I think the only Weapons nomination.
yes.
So
Which is
maybe this is the
criminal,
way
bro.
you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want
But I also
Tiana
love Tiana
Taylor.
Taylor.
To win. I
She was
want Tiana
amazing.
Taylor to win. I don't know. Like I have a bad habit of my favorite movie kind of permeating everything I think about. But I don't know. Like I do think. I think in terms of taking over the movie, Perfidia Beverly Hills, like like the whole.
Valid.
And I some people, that's the least favorite part of the movie for them is that first 30 minutes. I don't feel that way. I feel like it's very important to everything that comes after, and I feel like it's very exciting. Like it's a different movie from the rest of it. But yeah, I think she's incredible. Yeah, I don't know. I'm rooting for her. I don't know if it will happen just because I think One Battle's going to get so much love in so many other categories. But yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah, that's super valid. She'd be my second choice. It's another one of those like kind of show-stopping, hey, when I'm on the screen, the movie is about me kind of performances. And she's a fucking badass, bro. She's a baller. Who doesn't love watching a woman force Sean Penn to get an erection? Personally, it's been on my bucket list for a long time, and I was thrilled to see it actually put to screen. Okay. Damn, Chainsaw Man didn't get a nom for Best Animated Feature. We're not talking about this category. I'm just scrolling through.
No,
Chainsaw
it
Man was really good. I really liked Chainsaw
I didn't
Man.
see it.
I didn't watch
Bro,
it
you're
either.
not even
Yeah.
an anime guy, are you?
Don't fucking tell me what I am. Don't tell me what I can be.
What's
This
your
is a
favorite
country of
anime?
opportunity,
Come on,
man. What's my favorite anime?
Yeah.
Probably AOT.
Oh
Hell
my
yeah.
God, Normie.
Yeah,
What do you
bro.
mean, man?
Yeah,
It's a
because
good
I'm not an
anime.
anime guy. I've seen like probably, what have I seen? I've seen Death Note. I've seen Chainsaw Man. I've seen some of Jujutsu Kaisen. I've seen
You should finish
some
that.
of various
I'm
things.
not
Don't
gonna
tell me
get
what to
into this
do,
whole
white
thing.
boy.
I'm sorry. I'm
You're
sorry.
a
Look,
big
sorry, I'm
anime
not
guy,
some
aren't
weeb.
you?
Sorry, I'm not some weeb, man. Sorry that, you know.
Cousin's good.
Sorry
Yeah,
that,
whatever.
you know, it turns out even not the biggest of weebs can go see Chainsaw Man. They don't have some sort of credential
didn't- well,
process where.
I've found
haven't-
out that you're either a big anime guy or a big medieval whatever guy. Are you one or the other? Or are you
I'm
both?
watching Game of Thrones right now. if
You're a
that's what you
unique
mean.
white man. That isn't.
I love both. I mean,
Wait,
if
are you watching
there's-
Night of the Seven Kingdoms or you're watching Game of Thrones?
I'm watching Duncan,
Night-
Oh,
yeah,
Egg, baby.
okay,
Come on.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, Duncan Egg is goated.
Yeah, no, it is. I didn't mean to distract. But yeah.
Well,
Sorry.
look, man, if the anime is really good, I like the anime. So there's a lot of people in my life who love anime. So if they're really into something, I'm like, okay, I'll check it out. And Chainsaw Man is really good. Chainsaw Man, very funny, a very good big twist, very good movie, very punchy. like an hour and a half and fucking super engaging the whole time. So
Oh, yeah.
I would have liked to see that nominated, but whatever. Okay, best international feature film. This sucks because, like I said, I wanted to see Sirat and I wanted to see It Was Just an Accident, and I couldn't see either one. But they're both nominated, along with The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, and The Voice of Hind Rajab, which I also did not see. So
I'll try to watch all
Unfortunate.
of these. I wish no other choice won. Like that's
Yeah.
how I feel
Yeah,
about
same.
this very firmly.
my
Yeah,
take is, well, I agree with that. And also, we just need to make these movies more accessible in the fucking U.S. Like, it sucks.
I
I
agree.
actively tried to see 2 of these movies and couldn't, and that bums me out.
Yeah, I'm actually really curious who they give this to because Sentimental Value just has so much juice with all the other nominations it has, right? Secret Agent gets the Best Picture nom. I've heard very good things about Sirat and Voice of Hind Rajab, which I haven't seen either of those 2 movies. My favorite of these 5 is It Was Just an Accident that I've seen though. So it's a really good movie. I don't know if they end up giving it like this one or what was the other one it's nominated for? Best Original Screenplay. So we'll see.
That one's
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
tough because both
is really
screenplay
tough.
things are loaded this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
I could see it winning. I think, for me, it feels like The Secret Agent has the most
Juice to get it.
yeah, most sauce in terms of like sentimental value. I also wonder
Sentimental
how
Value has a lot of noms.
I
Yeah.
wonder how voters operate in terms of like if they see all of these noms and they're like it's more likely that sentimental value gets recognized for one
Elsewhere.
of these.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw Secret Agent a vote here
Throw it
instead.
a lob. Yeah.
So yeah, like I just don't know about that. Sirat's supposed to be crazy. Like it's supposed.
I've heard
that-
it's good.
It's
Yeah.
supposed to be the sound movie of the year, I guess. So yeah. I don't know where Carson is he still allowed to talk to us? He's fucking gone, dude. Right at
Boo.
the end of international. Whatever. Let's do
Crazy.
production design by ourselves, us.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay,
Let me
nominations.
see.
I wrote them down. Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle, and then Sinners. This is a cool category. All of these are very
Yeah.
well produced. What do you think?
I think Marty Supreme is going to end up winning it.
Okay.
So I've seen a lot of hype around, not hype, but just like Jack Fisk is one of the best production designers in Hollywood. If you go and look at his resume, like he's done some of the best ever. And the way that they dressed up the world to make it feel like 1950s New York, especially like the shoe salesman area, that store, his apartment. They shot in a real apartment in New York that felt like it was from that era. All of that is so good. I wouldn't be surprised if Frankenstein wins it just because it's so out there with its production design, and they actually went to specific locations. Like they went to Scotland to shoot. Felt like they went to Antarctica to shoot that thing. But I think I've heard so much about Marty Supreme's production design that I actually think it has a really good chance to win this category.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I
guys,
agree.
almost pissed my little pants. That's why I had to go. And I
all
thought
good.
Jack could carry a pod for
I
5
did.
minutes.
We
He
got
did,
to
he
we went
got
to
it
product.
through.
Dude,
He
if you
got it
didn't
through.
say anything, audio only people wouldn't even freaking realize. But whatever.
Well, you went and you said,
you-
"Where's
yeah,
Carson?" You said, "Where's Carson? Where's Carson? Can he
Oh
hear
my
us? Can he talk to us?"
Are you listening while you had that Bluetooth on in the bathroom?
That would
I
have been
don't
really funny
know.
if you accidentally tapped it.
That's
and it was-
crazy.
It was
Okay.
a powerful stream. You guys would have been impressed. By the way, my pick for best international, I would go Sentimental Value, just barely edging out Secret Agent. They're close.
Barely gooning. I got it.
Barely gooning. And production design, damn, good category.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Marty probably wins it. First name basis with my guy.
Yeah, it's valid.
But I don't know. I also wonder because Guillermo del Toro is such a beloved Hollywood figure
Yeah.
that like I wonder how much clout he has with voters
Yeah.
if it becomes a split decision in their minds because I don't know, like that's easily the strongest part of Frankenstein to me is the production design and then Elordi's performance. And
I
so
wonder if it gets makeup instead. And
that's
then-
definitely possible. I know Avatar got costumes. Did Avatar get makeup too?
I think
Let
it
me
only got
see.
costumes.
Okay, because
But also, like, all of their costumes are, I mean, CGI'd
CGI,
in. They're
yeah.
designed,
fine with,
but
like-
then they're CGI'd
I'm
in.
fine with the costuming part of it because, like you said, there's intention.
Yeah.
Like they're doing that, but like
Right. Yeah.
VFX is very like it's separate from makeup to me.
Yeah. I think, honestly, I would go Frankenstein here. And I don't know if that's just because, like, that's the part of the movie that pops the most. because it's the strength, whereas Marty Supreme is just like a stronger movie all around. But when I think production design, I think Frankenstein, and I did really feel transported by that. This is something unrelated, but I don't know if this is a little knock on Timmy in Best Actor. I was just thinking about being transported in whatever context. Did you guys think it was weird that he didn't at all do like a 1950s New York Jew accent?
No
and
one
he just
did.
talked like Timothy Chalamet.
But
No, a couple people did. You're right. Most people didn't. But then like, what's her face? Odessa, Azion, like she did, right? Like she did a New York
Is that
accent.
not how she's? I don't know how anybody.
Maybe
sounds
that is how
off
she
screen,
sounds. I don't
is
know.
the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I know
that is
Side
very
Talk
much so
guy
how
sounds
she
like that.
sounds. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
but I was just like, it's a weird choice, I guess. Like, obviously it's a choice. Obviously it's not like he can't do it. Although, have we ever seen him do an accent? What if he can't do it? What if
Well,
that's a
him
weakness
in-
in his bag?
I know in The King, the Netflix show, he's doing British and Robert Pattinson's doing French, and they're like
Yes.
flipped accent wise. And so I don't know how
that's
good his
fun.
accent is in that, but
It's a pretty good movie.
that's just what I remember about it. I would shout out production design of Sinners is like breathtaking. It's
it's
like it
awesome.
falls to the wayside because there's so many different like incredible 10 out of 10 parts of the movie, but like obviously the bar, but even like the whole world up until we get to the bar is like
it's
fully
so good.
fleshed out. The grocery stores across the street from each other, it's very well done.
It is. That's a great shout. I
Man.
don't think you can really go wrong with this category.
I think it just depends on who they gas up more in the other categories, and this might be like the consolation prize, if you will, for some of these other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's get on to how about Best Supporting Actor? We have nominated Delroy Lindo,
I think
Benicio
this
del
is the most
Toro,
stacked category.
Jacob Elordi, Sean Penn, and Stellan Skarsgård. This is stacked. However, it's still a no-brainer for me.
Sean
like I
Penn?
said, Sean Penn, like
Yeah.
unbelievable. Literally a Mount Rushmore performance for me. Like on a per second basis, I think even better than Leo. Easier because he could like more fully immerse himself in this more like caricaturish kind of guy. But
Dude, when he licks the
Unbelievable.
comb, and then
God.
flicks it back.
it's like the best physical performance ever. The fucking walk.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
man, I was just like gripped by every little thing that he did, and he was hilarious, and he was menacing when he needed to be, and even fucking his death is perfect. Like, I don't know, even though obviously he's like the biggest loser ever, it's like you see the hope in his eyes. Like, you know, his lifelong dream is to be part of this elite white supremacist crew, which not the most admirable goal, but like once he gets there, you're like, damn, bro really thinks he made it, and then his fucking eyes just go gray and he dies, and he's just a little
Yeah, what a
possum.
movie.
Yeah, fuck that guy. I didn't feel bad at all. But
I'm not saying I felt bad, but like I was,
Carson felt bad for Sean.
Well, yeah, I was on his side.
Sympathized with
Obviously,
the
I was
white
on his
supremacists.
side.
Yeah.
Obviously, I was like, yeah, that's your daughter, so you got to have her killed now because it's a stain on your resume and your
That's
chances to get into the Christmas Adventurers Club. Oh fuck. Sorry, can I just
What?
shout out one more of my favorite lines from Sean Penn in that movie?
Sure.
When he goes up to the native guy who like won't kill Chase Infinity, who will just take him to whatever 1776, and God, I can't even remember what he says. He says something about like the fucking day he's having, and then the native guy just doesn't say anything, and Sean Penn goes, "Do you find that to be true?" And the
he's
guy
like,
doesn't
if
say
it's not one thing, it's another. Do you find that? To
Oh
be true?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Anytime I say anything now and people don't respond to it, I just go, "Do you find that to be true?"
True. I love him. The ski dude, the jet ski that he defaulted on. I have no questions about it.
Oh
I
my
would do
God.
it again.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that was so. good.
Dude, like, how is this not the best written movie? Also, it's
It
so
might win it.
funny.
It could win it. You know.
yeah.
It should win everything. One
The
battle after
problem
another
with
sweep.
Sean Penn is that nobody likes him apparently. Like people in the industry.
Too
He
much
is
of an
a dickhead.
activist?
I have no idea. I'm not involved. That's just word on the
Yeah.
street.
Yeah,
and
well,
so
that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
that combined with the fact that I think Benicio del Toro is good enough to split the vote. Like I think
Yeah.
anybody who goes one battle, it's not locked in for either guy. I'm very open to a Delroy Lindo win here. Like I would love to see it. I don't know. Like if you're talking meritocracy, this is probably more of a legacy award.
Yeah, the
than,
Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yeah,
for
but-
him. Yeah.
they should have gotten something for Da 5 Bloods a couple of years ago, I felt like. And so, I don't know. I think that's like the way it could play out voting-wise. But I would say Sean Penn is probably the most... It's the biggest performance, certainly. It's the most Titanic anybody is on screen. And so, yeah. Also, Stellan could win just if we want to go
Stellan probably
this
will
is why
win.
it's a stacked category.
Yeah, dude.
This is why it's you can
I
make a
feel like
case.
the lifetime achievement is more likely to
Stellan.
go to him.
Yeah, that
And I
makes
also
sense,
think
yeah.
he's more important to his movie than Delroy Lindo is to his.
Yeah.
I just think he looms larger throughout. So I think Stellan is probably the bet, which, by the way, guys, on Polymarket and Kalshi and any other betting site of your choice, use promo code Jack Jokic Joestar. That's Jack Jokic Joestar. What was your idea?
It'd
What
be
was all
way
your idea?
briefer than that, dude. Come
Oh,
on.
yeah, something
Oh,
punchier.
sorry. Just Jack. Yeah.
Just Jack.
No, I mean, talking through it, the Stellan thing does make more sense.
I will say, from a per line basis, Benicio also has some awesome ones. Like in obviously the Few Small Beers is the one.
Oh
that's
my
iconic
God,
for
so
everybody,
funny.
which is so good. But there's
Small
a
Beers?
moment when Leo is on the phone. And he's like, "What time is it?" And then he answers like 8:46.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Just such good delivery, and they're so calm. And I love the dynamic between him and Leo, which
the
I think
best.
just really makes Benicio shine in this.
my
so.
favorite
Most
line-
underrated dynamic of the movie, I think. They are hilarious together.
Yeah.
My favorite line is there's at the beginning, Benicio del Toro says, "Let's play defense. We got to play defense."
Oh,
when
yeah,
they're in
yeah.
the apartment
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
And then when he breaks him out of the hospital, he says, "Let's play
Time to-
offense."
time to play
they
offense,
peel
Bob.
out, and the Ready or Not song, like the needle drop. PTA is fucking king of
Cooking.
the needle drop. Like
Yeah.
it's
Bro.
crazy the shit
Dude,
he's doing, dude.
Okay, what about when he fucking saves Leo from the hospital and then he goes, "Let's get a selfie."
Oh, it's so good, man. Don't go dark on me, Bob. Don't go dark.
Don't go
Yeah,
dark
yeah.
on me, Bob. Every fucking time he's just like encouraging or rallying Bob, and anyway, as Bob's fucking freaking out trying to get his fucking phone charged. He's amazing. I wouldn't be mad if he got it. It's a great category. I will say, I don't think Elordi really has a case. He's very good.
No.
Yeah,
but
yeah. This
it's
is
just a
another one
stacked
where it's
category.
like a separate year. You could maybe make a very biased argument that he could theoretically do it, but
Yeah.
in this year, it's just like
A lot of great
holy
physical acting too from him, but
Yeah.
there's just
Definitely.
it's not possible. I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, bro was huge, and bro was mumbling, and bro was grumbling, and
But
I
then he
respect
could
that.
read also, and so you
But
get
then he could read, which
Yeah.
I cannot do, so he's fucking mogging me there. Okay, best original screenplay. We've got It Was Just an Accident. We've got Blue Moon. We've got Marty Supreme. We've got Sinners, and we've got Sentimental Value.
Man, this is tough. I think Sinners wins here. I think Sinners wins here.
I think so
Yeah.
too. I
Yeah,
think
I mean, the three I've seen are all pretty stellar here.
Yeah.
It's
it's
just-
it's
yeah.
it's hard to see how like It Was Just an Accident gets into this conversation, and then on top of that, I don't know, like Sentimental Value was great. Marty Supreme, incredible script. The originality of it was awesome. It's hard to call that original just because it's based on someone's life and it's based on a book. So I don't know how they made
yeah,
it.
it's interesting how they
specific
allot
to that.
them.
Yeah. But I think from a original idea and an original premise perspective, it has to be Sinners to me, you know?
Yeah, I think that's the point probably, just the sheer creativity of it,
Yeah.
like, and everything that it takes on. But I do think Marty Supreme is a really good script. I think it's well written. I think the plot is super engaging. I love how it moves. So, and Sentimental Value is, a
dialogue
very
is also
script.
great.
Dialogue is great, and Sentimental Value is damn near all dialogue, right? And I think it's really strong in that way. So I don't know if there's an angle where like Sinners is more sort of a sum of its parts, where you've got great performances, and you've got great visuals. Although I think you could say the same for Marty Supreme. So yeah, I think Sinners is a good choice here.
I'll do more Blue Moon prop. Everybody go watch
Wow.
Blue Moon.
Wow, okay.
It won't win here 100%. But in terms of dialogue, I do think it's the strongest here because the main character is almost like a Bugs Bunny-esque, like mile a minute, joke a minute,
I
bing,
can't wait
bang,
to
boom,
watch
pow. Like
This
it's,
sounds fun, man. You're selling
Yeah.
it.
Ethan Hawke is incredible in it. But I do think the originality of Sinners takes it for me, and I think that will win it the category just in terms of like, Marty Supreme does things that we have seen incredibly well. Sinners does things that we haven't seen at all, and I feel like that could be a differentiator.
How about best original score? This is Begonia, Sinners, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another. I think it's One Battle After Another again.
It's read me the noms again one more time.
I think it'll be Sinners, to be honest with you.
Sinners makes sense. The music is great. The other noms are Begonia, Frankenstein, and Hamnet.
No
Hamnet's
chance
score
any
is
of those
good.
three. It's Blue Moon's was better. Blue Moon, there is it's in a jazz bar, and the jazz pianist is playing the entire time, and so
cool.
It's kind of like One Battle.
The movie
where
sounds awesome.
it fucking rocks.
And how much
dude.
are they paying you for this?
It's free. Well, if you use code Blue Moon on Cal Sheet,
Okay.
No, I do think it's One Battle. I don't know. It's tough because what if Sinners gets original song? Is that how they split it? Like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Because there's
Going
more.
up against Golden, though.
Yeah,
The
that's
K-pop Demon Hunters, which I'm not even
tough.
joking.
I think it will
actually
win.
love that song.
I'm
Wait, are we
not
talking
kidding
about
either.
Golden?
Yeah,
right now?
I think,
yeah.
I think it will
yeah.
win.
It,
Genuine
like,
good
bro,
song.
that song like fires me up. It gives me reason to live. What Train Dreams did for you guys, Golden does for me.
Yeah, all right, man.
It didn't golden me, okay? It was just good.
Okay, well, I'm just trying to speak your guys' language. I'm trying to connect with you guys.
Yeah.
You know?
I
You
think
guys
I'll go-
fucking love Train Dreams.
I don't
No.
even remember the song from Train Dreams. I don't even know
It's
what
like a
song.
little,
It's called
it's like a
Train
little
Dream.
Twinkle.
Yeah.
Little Twin- yeah.
I'll go One Battle here.
Okay.
The piano, I don't know. The piano it's just too much to overcome for me. Where it's like you
Yeah.
think it's done, you think the stress is over, you think you've found like a place to rest, and then it just starts ticking again. And
Yeah.
You're like, bro, here we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be Sinners though. Like I just feel like that all the momentum, because so much of what Sinners does is reliant on the music too. So I think that just gives it
So
that
many
edge.
good like cowboy cues in Sinners
Yeah.
too, where we get like the
Yeah.
slide guitar in, and then we pan to like Cornbread or Delroy Lindo or
Yeah.
whatever, man.
Yeah, fuck. You know what? You're probably right. I think the totality of the music, when I think about like the score, when I think about the theme, it's One Battle After Another, no doubt. When you think about the totality of the score, it probably should be Sinners. So you know what?
Yeah.
Let me concede one award for One Battle After Another and say
Wonderful.
Sinners deserves the nod there. However, we're back to another opportunity for Glaze. Best Adapted Screenplay. Begonia, Train Dreams, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another. I think it's a two-horse race between One Battle and Begonia. Like, I'd love to see Begonia get it because I think, like, the dialogue is so great. There's so many dialogue-heavy scenes in that movie that fucking rip. I'm still going to go with the funniest and best-written movie of the year, which is One Battle.
Yeah, I think it's One Battle. Dude, it's crazy. They didn't finish writing this movie as they were shooting it. Like, they were constantly adding different lines and different moments and different things. It's like, how do you do that and still have this level of scale and I think thoroughness and everything that this movie had? So just, yeah, it's One
I
Battle.
am about to
after
rewatch it. Fuck it. It's going
It-
on
it's
tonight,
good.
dude. Like
It's
I'm
good.
about.
Genuinely.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like, we've spent the entire thing quoting One Battle. I can't really quote Begonia. Like I'm
Yeah.
sure. I think when
Yeah,
she said
valid.
how many of them were aliens or whatever, that was a really good writing moment. But
Oh, that scene was so great. Oh, my
I
God.
know.
Chills, bro. That
shout out to
scene rocked.
Begonia. It's incredible. It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
Cade
don't want that movie to be
versus Shay
forgotten.
this year or something.
That
you
valid,
know?
valid, super valid. Thank God you put it in sports terms because I was like, wow, what is he talking about?
Well, I couldn't put it
Now
in
I
book
understand.
terms, but you know.
You definitely
Oh.
could not do that. Okay, how about best cinematography? We've got Marty Supreme, Train Dreams, Sinners, Frankenstein, and One Battle After Another.
This is the hardest category, I actually think.
Okay.
I've said that 5 times, but this
And
is
then,
definitely
no, this is the new one.
This
You
is
know
the
what
new
had
one.
great cinematography? Train
What?
Dreams.
Yeah, if you're a fucking Gen Z TikTok boy, Netflix. Ooh, what does Netflix
I
have to
watched
shut
it
down
on
my
my
throat
phone.
today?
I watched it
Ooh.
on Vertical.
I was on the
I watched
treadmill
it
watching it
vertical.
on my phone. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I think that last car chase scene with the hills makes it One Battle After Another, but then I just talked to you guys about how Marty Supreme is like technically brilliant, and there were so many great elements there to the cinema. I don't know. And then Sinners obviously has so many good moments,
Yeah.
and like to capture a party and do it in a way where it doesn't feel like it's disjointed or you're like jumping from one spot to another. There's tracking shots. I don't know how they did it, man. I don't know.
All three of those movies look amazing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
those are the big three here. Jack, an example of that would be like Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, and LeBron James with the Heat.
Well, I
from
was born in
2011 to
2014. I don't know
Who's Chris Bosh?
An
No,
example of that. Yeah, I can be Chris Bosh.
Is that
I'm
like
happy to play
Santi
my role.
Aldama?
No,
Is
in
that
these
like-
movies, who's Chris Bosh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. No, it's not really like Santi Aldama, Jack. I'll be honest. He was a bit better. He's like, yeah, you're not going to get it. But I think Chris Bosh here is, I don't know. I don't know. I
It's
really
hard.
can't
It's
say.
hard.
I'm like, I'm trying to think which has the most memorable shots. And I think it might be Sinners.
I feel like this is more Brooklyn Big Three than Miami Big Three, where it's like KD, Kyrie, Harden, any given night. This is like, if any moment in these movies, you might be getting the strongest performance out of any of them. Where I think Sinners, I will fade a little bit here because in between the most memorable parts, it doesn't like strike me quite as much as, I mean, when we leave the dojo in one battle all the way through the hospital, really is like, it's not classic cinematography in terms of like train dreams, huge landscapes, trees, beautiful things, but it's like, it's so dynamic and it's so well coordinated and put together and stuff that I that sticks in my memory a bit more.
I'll also say this: I've watched all three of these in the 70mm because I'm a fucking nerd.
Nice.
And the one that sticks out the most is Sinners. Like in that format, in that go watch it, it's big, it's huge format. Sinners, I think, does that the best.
Okay.
But I'm not mad at any pick here, guys.
I know.
I don't care.
Any of those three, like this, there's all of these categories, any of these three winning, I'm just like, true, like very strong argument for that.
Yeah, I'm trying to just not give everything to one battle after another, but I also
That's
don't want
also
to.
fair.
I think that's how the
sleep on
voters
one
will
battle
move.
after another.
So,
Yeah,
like
if there's a category I'll concede for one battle after another, this is it, because I think it's like right at the same level as the other two, and yeah, I think Sinners probably had like a couple higher highs, but I think Marty Supreme, that movie looked fantastic.
And
also,
the ping pong scenes for Marty Supreme, the cinematography
Yeah,
is
man.
fucking awesome.
when they cut to the first ping pong, when you're in like the cave where
Oh,
there's
right.
like 12 tables under the spotlights, that's a really good image.
fuck,
Yeah.
that is a great image. I'm flipping to Marty Supreme.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna
flipping.
go Marty too.
I mean, yeah, the fucking shot of the fire behind them, that's another great one. There's a lot. Man, there's a lot of fucking meandering journeys, and like Marty Supreme with one battle after another, especially. There's just so many fucking little adventures that you go on.
Side plots, yeah.
So many side plots. Very fun. All right. Editing. We got Marty Supreme. We got F1.
No
we got
other
Sinners. We got one battle after another. And we've got Sentimental Value.
It should,
It should be no other choice. It pisses me off.
Yeah.
Because it really should be.
because
no other
everyone
choice.
is
not a righteous
scared of
world.
dissolves now. Everyone's
Yeah.
scared of
Oh,
putting
man.
one thing metaphorically in the frame and then slowly fading to the other part of the metaphor,
Yep.
being like,
When
wow,
I make my movie, there will be dissolves. Baby.
it sucks.
I'm going straight dissolves.
There's a chance Sentimental Value wins this. Because I think if there's one aspect that, like, wow, how did they do this? Shooting so much of what they did in one house and having it constantly be interesting, find different angles to attack the house, all of that. And also you're filming perspectives and moments for these characters to think. And so that a lot of that is the edit. A lot of that is, hey, there was this cool, like, wrinkle this guy did in this moment. Let's cut to that. Yeah, I think I would probably go with that. But then Marty and F1, and I don't know if maybe F1 gets something.
I do
because
think
it's-
F1, like if F1's going to win something, it's probably this or
Yeah.
the sound.
Or
one
the
that it got
sound, yeah.
nom- But
Sound was good.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'll throw F1 a bone here because
Oh,
I
okay,
think,
alright.
you
Look
know,
at you, so charitable.
I guess when there's fun movies and they're technically done well like this, they should get a reward for that, I guess.
It's valid. Yeah, like this is a justified nom for F1.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go one battle after another. Continue the glaze.
Shocking. That's surprising.
Yeah. Yeah. Jack, are there any others that you wanted to talk about? Anything that we didn't cover in terms of awards before we get to the big kahuna? The best picture?
No.
Which I can't wait to see what we pick.
What do we pick?
I'm going
Train
Hamnet.
Dreams.
Yeah, it's one battle after another.
Beast
Yeah, I
mode.
agree.
What
I
can
mean,
you
I don't
say?
know. Like, yeah, I feel like we made the case every single time we talked about it so
Yeah.
far, where it's like just perfect storm of director at the apex of his craft, getting incredible performances out of, like, we didn't even talk about Regina Hall at all, which is crazy considering how important and good she is in the movie too. So yeah, like top to bottom, I don't know, it blew me away. It's my favorite movie of the year. I hope to see it win. I wouldn't be upset. I think Sinners is a bigger threat than Marty Supreme for this category.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be mad at Sinners, absolutely, but I am going one battle.
It's the best movie in our era of doing this Oscar podcast, Jack. And we've seen some great ones. I mean, honestly, it's been a strong 3-year run for movies, I think. But
Oppenheimer?
Sean
Did you
Faker's a snorer. It was okay, but, you know, whatever.
Did you guys have Oppenheimer? Was that
we did have Oppenheimer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Jack,
What
your
else?
pick for best picture that year was The Holdovers, right? Which honestly,
I love The Holdovers.
W aging on that one. I watch The Holdovers every
Great
year
movie.
now. It's fantastic. And like that year had Zone of Interest, Anatomy of a Fall. I loved Anatomy of a Fall was my pick. I
That was a
love
great
that
movie.
movie.
I would think about
Kills
Zone
the
of
Flower
Interest
Moon, Past
is like-
Lives.
Bro, I still haven't watched
Yeah.
Past
That's a great
Lives
year for
'cause
movies,
It's
too.
sad,
Past Lives is
dude.
That was a great year
Watch
for
Past Lives,
movies.
bro.
Yeah, you should. And then last year was also good. I mean, my favorite movie last year was Sing Sing, which didn't even get a fucking nom for Best Picture. That thing
Yeah.
made me cry.
Yeah, that was awesome.
But there
There
were a
was
lot
one
of
other.
strong ones.
Nickel
except
Boys was
Nickel Boys
incredible
was
last
amazing.
year,
Nickel Boys
too.
was probably my favorite from last
Conclave was goated. Dune 2 was goated.
year. Yeah.
Dune 2 was awesome.
Did Dune 2
It was a
get
strong year.
nom?
The Substance? Yeah, Dune 2 did get nominated. And I really liked Anora. You can call it Sean Faker's Sonora. I loved it. I had a
Sean
great
Faker's
time
Sonora.
watching that movie. I was thrilled. I was thrilled to see how well it did. I thought Mikey Madison was awesome.
I wasn't mad because the alternative was what? The Brutalist?
Yeah.
Yeah, or fucking
When I
Amelia
th-
Perez.
When I
Oh,
when I
God, no.
contextualize the Brutalist with one battle, I'm like, oh, I
Yeah.
see a good movie now. I
Yeah.
know the levels. All right.
I have to say, looking back at last year, like, okay, we had F1 this year. Everything else, pretty deserving. I mean, you know, I've said my piece on Train Dreams. But compared to last year where we had Amelia Perez and Wicked, like,
That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's
there were a
nuts.
couple of stinkers in there. And
Yeah.
this year, you know, I mean, F1 is better than both those movies. I didn't hate Wicked. Amelia Perez was truly a disaster.
I watched 8 minutes of Amelia Perez. Like I couldn't.
You turned
I-
it off? Please,
I
I'll watch
had to
Past
turn it
Lives
off.
if you watch Amelia Perez. I'll trade
You
Really?
gotta watch it for your cultural enriching, so you can just see
like-
it, just to
like-
see it.
There's so
it was
many
so
moments.
insane.
I turned
was-
it off. I turned it off, and then I realized I have to watch this movie for our pod, so I revisited it later. It's horrible.
It's
It is
worse than
so
you think.
bad. But
I believe you. I
It's
believe
funny
it's
how
worse than
bad
that.
it
Yeah.
is, and so you just gotta sit in there and fucking take.
Okay.
And there's so many layers to how bad it is. The writing is so bad. The music is so bad. The performances suck. The people involved are bad. The messaging is horrible.
Is it
the
written
the
by
writing in
a
Spanish
French-
sucks? Yes.
It's
Yeah.
written by a French person about
About
of
Mexico.
Mexico.
The writing
they did
in
no
Spanish is
research.
weird. The writing in English is horrible. She fucking sings about getting a vaginoplasty.
Yeah.
Like
Men to woman,
woman
to
to
man.
man,
Yeah,
man
what a
don't
fucking-
to
spoil
woman,
this
penis to
adventure for me.
vagina. That's an actual song in the movie.
Oh my
Doctor,
Yeah.
I know you did a lot of studies. Another song in the movie. It's like the fact that it got 13 noms really discredits the entire fucking organization.
Yeah.
Like, we shouldn't have the Oscars. It should just be the three of us, and we should decide. And so that's what we
Hey,
did
no
today.
other choice would be
We
here.
made
I'll tell
everything
you
right.
what.
No other choice would be
Yeah.
here, bold and big, baby.
Shout out to I don't know. Yeah, shout out to Hollywood. This was a very like.
Oh yeah, shout out to Hollywood. No, now's a great time to shout out the fucking elites, Jack. The pedophile cannibal
What's
elites.
going on?
That's right.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not locked
Epstein,
into, bro.
you remember that Epstein fella you used to hang out with? Turns out he was into some bad stuff,
No.
man. And Weinstein, that other fella you used to hang out with? Yikes.
What about Sean?
Christmas Adventurers Club, but just,
Okay.
Hollywood.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was
Imagine
Sean
that.
Combs for everybody.
Sean
Didn't catch
Combs.
it.
Yeah.
Sean Combs.
Tough year for the elites. I don't give a fuck. Hope next year's worse. But I love art and I love ingesting it. So it was good. A lot of good movies.
Yeah. It's a shame.
Yeah, this
happened
year
to
slapped.
Diddy. Yeah.
How is that a shame? I was listening to a Diddy. It came up on Spotify, and I was like,
His music
I
sucked.
gotta pirate this, dude. I can't take place in this anymore.
No,
Hey, he bought some Doritos because of your stream. Right
No.
there. Yeah.
We need the
Commissary.
opposite of Taylor's version for Diddy music. We need Diddy music where he doesn't profit from it at all. Except we really don't, because his music isn't good.
No.
The song was "Bad Boy for Life," which I'm sorry, I do like that song.
That's okay, bro. I forgive
That's
you.
all right, man.
I'm the definition of half man, half drugs. That's a bar, dude. Come on.
Yeah, because you're always doing so many drugs.
No. Okay.
Oh.
What the fuck are we still doing here?
I'm trying to end the podcast, and you're going on and on about Diddy, bro. I don't know.
Bro,
I didn't
Diddy
tee you
got
up to do
blood.
that. And then you started talking about your daily routine of adrenochrome.
Who would
this
you guys
and
cast for Diddy in the biopic eventually?
myself,
it'll-
low-key.
Shut the fuck up, man. I'm trying to actually answer the question.
My college freshman year roommate called me C. Diddy. And
That's
we're not
tough.
running that one back.
That is tough.
We're
That's
not
tough.
running that one back. He also told
Pre or
everybody I
bef-
was Mormon.
Pre or post?
No, before. Before everything. You
Post
know.
would have been nuts. Yeah. that's-
Post would have been crazy. That would
You
be
just
crazy.
straight up nicknamed
I would have
somebody
deeply
Epstein
resented
and
that.
it sticks, dude. Okay. All right. On that note,
You didn't pick who you want to see play Diddy.
I don't know. The only thing I can think of right now is Idris Elba, and that's a terrible cast.
Racist.
Like that's awful. How's ever? He's black. What do you mean?
Racist. Sorry, Jack. Unfortunately, the question was a trap. Whoever you said it was going to be racist.
Fuck,
Yes.
dude.
Unless you chose somebody who wasn't black, and then we would say, "Wow, you're
Unique.
an outside the box thinker. You're a visionary. I want to give you a budget, and I want you to make a movie." It's a shame no Quentin Tarantino this year, so we couldn't hear him do a black scent. But
Yep.
that's life.
Daniel Kaluuya might be good for Diddy. I don't think he'd do it, but I could see it happening.
I don't know who's
no
touching the
Diddy
Diddy project.
movie is happening.
He could do it. He could do
Is-
anything, and I
Is
would watch
Jonathan Majors gonna do it for Turning Point USA? Like, what are we? You know,
Ooh.
there you go.
Ooh, the Diddy redemption story brought to us by Turning Point USA. I could see that angle. A true American, a true patriot, and a
God.
hero. I don't know. Something to consider.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for listening to this behemoth of a podcast. We hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much to S for coming on. It was
Yes,
a
sir.
delight to talk movies with you. Thank you, Jack, for running back this series. This is always a lot of fun, and we hope you guys enjoy it as much as we do. If you haven't seen these movies, go see them. Give us your takes on them. Hope you enjoy them. If you see Train Dreams, let us know which side of the spectrum you fall on. And, go support the fellas. Go support S. Go support Jack.
yeah.
Go support the State of the League podcast, done with the most loathsome Pablo Escobar, who could not be here with us today because I don't know what that guy does during the day when he's not podcasting, but it is
It
definitely
would curl
pretty
your
wild.
toes. The
I
stuff
believe
he tells
it.
me about.
Holdovers reference, arguably
Yeah.
a holdovers reference.
Yeah, it definitely was. You got it.
All right, appreciate you guys. I've been Carson Breber.
I've been Jack Jokic Joestar. As you have to say your name.
I've been
Say your name.
Esfandiar Baraheni. Appreciate you. Yeah.
And this was our third annual Oscars podcast.